black and red, there are 10 champions. We the best, we come again. Kopish clean up in every region, elevation in every season. Catch up in all the fast match up in real rap and drifty quantum. This is that, this is that. This is Kopish. This is Kopish. Reppin' Liverpool to the end, champions, we the best, come again. This is that. This is Kopish. This is Kopish. The main free back up in your screen, real ones know this the place to be. This is Kopish.
Good afternoon, good evening, everyone. Big up your damn selves. Hope everyone is good. Hope everyone is well. Welcome to the Transfer Deadline Day Countdown Show. We have less than 10 minutes until it officially closes, but there is a lot of speculation going on right now. And I can see in the chat already, everybody knows this Gehi stuff. So we got the here we go, maybe like 4 or 5 hours ago. Absolutely elated. Like, you know, as you lot know already, like I want Mark Gehi just as much as I wanted Isak. But now with Crystal Palace fumbling the bag, everybody's worried and we don't know what's going on with this story. Constantly on the refresh, watch it. I've got Sky Sports News on in the background. I don't know, man. I don't know. Big up everyone. No, hope everyone is good. Make sure you smash that like button. The camel emojis did not give me a joke. Yeah, do you know what? Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. I totally get where Glasner's coming from in one sense, yeah. Like he's the type of manager who wants to win and he's ambitious, yeah. And I totally get that he's looking at it like, well, I'm gonna lose my captain and my best player. No, I'm not having that. And anybody would be like that, right? Anybody would be like that. Where I'm a little bit confused is if Crystal Palace are gonna, because they're gonna be looking at like, oh, we don't wanna lose a good manager. Don't do anything to upset him, right? But you know he'll fuck off immediately if a big club comes in for him. So I get why Palace don't want to mess him about and don't want to upset him. But they've also got to think about themselves. Now, if they keep Gehi and he leaves on a free, but then Glasner just walks away next year anyway, what did they lose out on the money for? Do you get what I mean? They're in a very peculiar situation right now. Yeah, I don't know. And then they're going to have a player that is going to be obviously annoyed at being there. He wanted to go. It's a tough one. It is a very tricky one for them right now. What do they do? And the fact that he's done his medical for Liverpool and all of that is already done and he's just ready to actually have the thing signed. Is he going to be in it to go back to Palace now? No, that he doesn't love them, but is he going to go back there and be okay? I don't know, man. I'm very intrigued as to what is going to be happening. 5 minutes left. Let's have a look and see what we can see around this Mark Gehi stuff. Medical is done. Medical's passed. This is a bit of a mad one, you know. 3 minutes 51 on the countdown. Feels like New Year's Eve, innit? You know, when you get the countdown. 3, 2, 1. Happy New Year. Yeah, I'm trying to figure out what go on. Let me know, anyone, if you've got any information. We'll probably be here for around about an hour as well. Big up, people. Couple of guests will be jumping in as well. Because we will be back at 9:30 with our official Monday night show. So this is just the Deadline Day Countdown show where we're going to talk. Maybe it will take up until later on to actually get all of the information about what's actually happened, because you know, one of them kind of situations. And here's the other thing as well, right? I'm over the moon at the news that that Joey ain't going. absolutely over the moon. You lot already know Joey's my guy, and I was actually really upset hearing that he was going to go. I think this means it will be his last year at Liverpool, and I've got to get used to that idea, right? But I'm over the moon he's staying. Here's my problem, though. What if Joey isn't going because we can't get Gehi? So I'm over the moon that he ain't going, but what if it's because Gehi isn't coming? You know what I mean? Yeah, I don't know, man. I don't know. Right, 2 minutes to go. Let me have a look at what the people them, the big boys. So let's start with Fabrizio. What's he saying? Real Betis have got Anthony. I hate the fact that there's any clubs helping Man United out with their fucking dog shit deadwood players, man. Don't help them out and take them dead ass players. Sancho and Anthony. How are they getting rid of these bums? Who wants them bums, them players who've literally? I mean, don't get me wrong. I actually think Anthony is way better than he looked at Man United. I just don't want them to save him. But Hoyland, Napoli, Italian. I'm not even gonna lie. And if there's any Italians in the chat, I'm really not trying to be disrespectful to the Italian league. But if the Italian champions want Rasmus Hoyland, then your league is in the fucking mud. He is an absolute dog shit player. Why would the best team in the country want a dog shit player? I'm so confused. That I'll be honest, that says so much about the league, and I'm trying my best to not be disrespectful. It says so much about the league. Jadon Sancho, again, another team bailing him out from his bullshit. The man's out here getting tattoos of chicks on his neck he's only been with for half a year. You know what the fuck he wants? Why is anyone bailing them out? Everyone should just leave them with their deadwood players on their 300 grand a week and just let that fucking team rot into the ground like the piece of shit that they are. Fuck Man United, man. Mawani going to Tottenham. Tottenham have had a good window, man. Tottenham have actually had a good window. Right. G.
What's up, G? How you doing, bro?
3, 2, 1. Happy transfer window.
Done. Well, it's not done, but it's done. You know what I mean?
It was officially shut now time-wise, but obviously we have no idea what has gone in, you know, etc., etc., etc. I was just telling the people though, bro, I don't know if you heard. When I'm looking at Rasmus Højlund going to the Champions of Italy, that really says a lot about that league. Without being disrespectful to the Italian league, but that league is in the mud. If the best team in the country wants a bum like Rasmus Højlund, and Man United just keep on getting blized, bro, with all these players that like Anthony, Sancho, Højlund. They've managed to get all these bums off the books. Why would any team want these players, bro? I'm confused. I don't know if you want to have your say in that quickly, but
I mean, he won't be starting for Napoli, I don't think. I know Lukaku is the main guy up top. He won't be the main goal threat because we all know that I think McTominay is arguably the best goal threat. It says a lot. I mean, all of that says a lot in itself. So I don't know, man. I don't see him starting. Again, it's only a loan deal, so I think they just want to try and fill out the books as much as possible. But yeah, it says a lot when you're struggling to get players, and Napoli has gone and got Højlund, who's going to be second choice for them on loan. It's just, I think for them it was nothing more than just a quick, easy deal just to get another number into the club.
The funny thing is, though, bro, this deal is worth 50 million because there is an option to buy.
Is it option or is it obligation?
No, option.
Option. Okay.
But I mean, paying them 6 million in a loan fee, that's a lot of money in a loan fee for a deadwood player, you know. I can't lie.
again, it's you have to think about it from a Napoli point of view. Napoli's thinking of we don't need anyone as of yet because we don't need a starter, but we just need a name just to bring off the bench in case Lukaku gets injured. So for them, they're thinking like he's another player similar to
Oh, yeah,
Lukaku.
apparently, so it's an obligation if they get Champions League. Rico's saying.
Obligation to get
Oh,
Champions.
Taylor as well. Yeah, so it's actually an obligation if they get Champions League. Well, bro, that means they've bought the player for 50 mil then. Because why would Napoli finish outside the top four?
Oh, 38 million pounds, I think, which is around about 50 million euros. So
yeah, sorry, yeah, euros. It's saying.
Yeah, it's. I'm not sure, man. Like, I don't know what Napoli are trying to do. I don't rate the player, but I think is for them is just like it's more like similar to us kind of thing, an opportunistic signing. They saw it as an opportunity to get him on a cheap.
I
So
don't know, man. But I don't think 40 plus mil for Hoyland's cheap though, G. That's what I'm saying. He is a real dead player.
But he's a bum. He's a bum. I'll admit he is a bum. But yeah, man. I just it's Napoli, man. A lot of the Italian clubs, like you saw Lukaku, it's Inter Milan paid big money for Lukaku, bro. They paid big money.
I know, but at least Lukaku's a good player.
They paid big money for like Marcus Thuram and players like that. They paid big money for random players. Like it's didn't Inter Milan sign Alexis Sanchez as well when he was dead food?
I think so, yeah. Yeah, and he was old as well at that point.
Exactly, man. Exactly.
How are we feeling about the Donnarumma to City? Do you think that one is a? I know you're. If I'm not mistaken, you're on my wave where you're not being fooled by 3 months of good form in the Champions League. I don't get how this helps Man City when they like to play out from the back, and he is a waste man with his feet. I don't get. Do you know what? Have Man City had the most strategic window? They've bought players, but it don't really feel like they've put a lot of thought into it.
Nah, it's. I don't know if you saw the comments, but I still remember last night's stream. I just got to put it out there. But
last night's stream was goated. I'm not gonna lie, last night's stream was goated. I was talking with Cal about earlier. Man came in here like stone cold. It was amazing.
Yeah,
it was like, you know what I mean? Like that's top 5. Yesterday's stream is top 5 Kopish streams, 100%. It was the buzz of everything as well. Beating Arsenal earlier on in the day. Do you know what I mean? Like I'm still buzzing off the Isak stuff. I just didn't get a lot of sleep last night, so I'm a bit tired. But
in terms of being a Liverpool fan, last night was one of the greatest nights we'll ever have in our lives. I'm just saying for a fact. Wouldn't say last minute, but 83rd minute free kick, banger from Szoboszlai. And then we got the Fabrizio bomber with Isak as well, bro. You can't get better than that. I'm sorry.
Do you think, apart from the parade, winning the Champions League, winning the league, it might be like top 10 moments, isn't it, as a Liverpool fan? You've got the 2 Champions Leagues, you've got the 2 Premier Leagues, they're obviously above it. You've got the parade, that'll be above it. But then after that, I'm thinking, getting Isak on deadline day and spanking Arsenal. Can I think of 5 more moments in my Liverpool life where like I felt more elated and more joy than that? I don't know,
West Ham final?
Yeah, I guess any final where you win a trophy will be better. So yeah, West Ham final will go above it. Yeah, you're right. The two finals against Chelsea go above it. The
nature of the final. I think that final as well. Obviously Stevie doing what Stevie does
best. Yeah. Any trophy win will go above it. So you're right. All the trophies that we've won, when we did the treble 2001, that will go above it. But like outside of a trophy win, I'm trying to think of like a more elated feeling than beating Arsenal and then getting Isak on deadline day.
Yeah, man. I can't think of anything.
I'm not gonna lie, beating Man United 7-0. Oh, I don't know. That was. I'll put yesterday above the 7-0.
Yeah, I think because the fact that United, we weren't in a good place. United weren't even challenging for the Premier League at the time. These are 2 teams that are expected to challenge for the Premier League. It was such a dead game. Like it was
Oh
so.
yeah, couldn't taken quickly. Yeah, that goes above it.
Oh,
Yeah, that
that's a
definitely
shout.
goes.
That's a shout.
I mean, you know what? Actually, I'm realizing just how many amazing moments we've had as Liverpool
It's
fans. So
Liverpool, bro.
maybe we're having recency bias, but
It's Liverpool, bro. But I think in terms
hold on,
of
hold on,
days,
bro, hold on. They're talking to the man at the Crystal Palace training ground. Let me mute this so I can hear it. Hold on, G.
yeah, man, I can't. Yeah, I think this club is just different gravy, bro. Different gravy. I'm trying to get the stream up as well. Matt one, big up Matt in the chat, man. Waiting for you to jump on, bro. Obviously, Gahey coming through the hopefully coming through the door. Isak done. I gotta ask the people this straight off the bat. Give me a rating of this window. How good has this window been for Liverpool Football Club? I want a rating out of 10. 1 to 10. How good has this window been? 10,000 out of 10. 9.5 if Gay gets done. We'll see what Gay do. 9, 9.5, 10, 10, 9.5, 9, 9, 8. We're still waiting on Gay. So the consensus is majority says it's a 10. Majority of people that say 9 is saying like it's a 9, but will only become a 10 if we get Gay. I hear it. I don't think we've seen a club in the history of football that have gone and done what we've done. Broken the British transfer record twice in a row. Signed arguably the best performing left back last season, buying an invincible double winner in Jeremy Frimpong. Like you can't get better. We're signing the best striker in the league and going and signing one of the key members of Crystal Palace and England, a fully fledged international, Mark Gahey. You can't tell me that's nothing below a 9 or a 9.5. It's only 10. I can only see that it's a 10. This has arguably been the greatest transfer window in the history of transfer windows. I'll say that for a fact, man.
Yeah, I hear you, bruv.
Obviously, people in the chat.
Crystal Palace have confirmed that Canvo. I'm hoping what that means is because they're doing the whole thing that Newcastle did, though. They're doing the Hyena Mark Gahey replacement. He's one for the future. Do you remember when Newcastle did that about Waldemay, where they were like, he's not a striker, so he's not the Isak replacement? I think that's cold for a lot of copium with these clubs these days. I'm reading between the lines, but I don't want to get too carried away in case it doesn't happen.
It's just
various journalists are confirming that we have submitted the deal sheet, meaning I think, bro, I need the Gahey deal to go through, to feel complete, bro, because I wanted Gahey as much as I wanted Isak at Liverpool, and we are in desperate need of Gahey. It ain't even just about me loving the player. We need a centre-back, bro. We can't rely on an 18-year-old and Joe Gomez's fitness if we're trying to win multiple trophies. Do you get what I mean? Like,
I hear it.
We need to have another proper top quality senior centre back at the club. We do. And I've got my heart set on it now. You know what I mean? That he's going to be a Liverpool player. Okay, what's Dave saying? Hold on, let me check.
There's a quick question to the people as well, man. If it isn't the greatest transfer window from a club, who would you say had a better transfer window? Because I know a couple of people said 2009 Real Madrid. I'm looking through their team, and some of the players that they bought were no slouches, bro. Talking Kaká, Ronaldo, Alonso, Karim Benzema, Arbeloa, Granero, who was a baller himself at Getafe. There's a lot of decent quality players, but if you're talking overall in terms of bringing signings in, but also selling at a very, very good fee, in terms of the overall transfer package, we sold Ben Doak, who hasn't played a single Premier League minute for us, for 25 million, including add-ons. 25 million, 20 million guaranteed.
Yeah,
That
bro.
is
I'll be completely honest with you. If you're including outgoings and Liverpool complete the Gehi signing, it's the greatest transfer window in the history of football. Because
fact.
when Real Madrid did that window, which is the only window that can compare with it, where they bought Kaká, Zidane, and Benzema. No, Kaká, Ronaldo, and Benzema. That
Yeah.
window's disgusting, by the way. That is out of this world. But they didn't do the bringing in 250 million as well. Because I'm going to count that. Because as you just said, our business has been phenomenal. The way we've managed to get money in for our players, the only player we let go for less value than we should have is Kelleher. I think we should have got more money for Kelleher.
Maybe
But
half, but I think there's a buyback in that. I'm not entirely sure.
But apart from that, if you actually think about it, Mark Gahey deal sheet logged with the Premier League for proposed 35 million for Liverpool. It may be back on.
It's going to be a long one. I feel like it's going to be a long
this,
one, man.
yeah, bruv. I need to know this is happening. But if we get Gahey through, it's the greatest window of all time. And it is without a shadow of a doubt the greatest Premier League window, because I know a lot of people are talking about 04-05 Chelsea, but 04-05 Chelsea is amazing as it was. It's hindsight. Everybody they bought was potential. When you go back and you think about it, we're only looking at it with that hindsight of the legacy that was left. Iron Robin was the only one at the time they were buying that had any hype around him. Drogba was seen as just a
waste. It was a waste at the time.
Yeah, like I remember we played against Marseille and Drogba played for them and he didn't look all that. And it weren't like, you know what I mean? SCM was potential. Petr Cech was potential. Carvalho was potential. They didn't buy anyone who was already an established.
I want to go that. I wouldn't say that, Drift. Not Carvalho.
Well, would you say he was? I mean, I know we just won the Champions League with Porto, but like, I don't think he was looked at as like a superstar. Everybody wasn't going, oh my God, that Carvalho guy, like he's the greatest defender.
Oh,
maybe.
No.
Do you get what I mean? Like what I'm saying.
I would say he's the same. At the same time, he was the same level as Gahey, because a lot of Gahey's well respected within the Premier League. Loads of Real fans respect Gahey, and I think that's the same with Carvalho.
I'll give you that. Yeah, he was at the same level as that for. I'll give you that. So there was just the potential of Robin as the new Dutch superstar, and Carvalho was a Champions League. Everybody else was potential. Everybody else was. Okay, everybody, you think he'll be good, but is he good? Whereas what Liverpool have done with Isak and Wirtz is actually bought bona fide world-class ballers at their peak power. Do you get what I mean?
So I also got to say on that, I don't think anyone that we bought for major money were in the millions. They're not like backup players. Arguably, maybe only person that it is Mamadashvili. But then again, for the price of him, he's 25 million. He's the lowest amount. And along with Leone, he's around about 25 million as well. They're about the same amount. And those are potential players. But if you're looking at Frimpong for about 32 million, Wirtz for 116 million, Kirkes for 45 million, Ekitike for 69, which would go to 79 million pounds. Those are starting level players. And then obviously when we get Isak, will be about 130 million pounds starting level player. Gahey, 35 million pounds, who's arguably a starter. He's going to challenge Konate. These are bona fide players. And I'm looking through Chelsea's players, man. Obviously there's some decent players. Obviously Cech was incredible as he was. Drogba was incredible. Carvalho was incredible, but then you got like players like Thiago, who was a decent player, but never really moved that level of starting midfield for Chelsea, and Cashman as well. Like, I don't know if you compare it to ours and theirs. I'm not sure if it's that good. And then you look at the outgoings as well. They only sold £2 million worth of players, compared to us, where we sold around about 220 million pounds worth.
But that's what I'm saying. I mean, I'm including that in why I think we've had the best window of all time, because it is about making money as well. The transfer window can't only be looked at as players you bring in; it has to be looked at as players you retained and players who left. And the money we brought in is phenomenal. the man, like, you know what I mean? Bringing in £250 million worth of players, so money from players' sales is remarkable. So again, I don't even care if I'm being biased. Sometimes I'll own being biased. I'm a
Yeah.
Liverpool fan. I don't give a fuck about no one else. So if I'm being biased, I'm being biased. It is what it is. But I'm thinking that this window is just if Gay's completed, this window is sensational.
I was about to say Gerard. Drift.
Mm.
Imagine we sold Trent. No, we let Trent go on a free, but we still end up getting a fee for him. That is crazy. That is mad. We let a player run their
regret that now.
We let the player run down their contract, and we still got money out of him. Like, come on, man.
I think I think they regret that now because they got knocked out so early in the Club World Cup. I think they regret that because they probably thought he would help them win it, and then it would have felt like it was worth it because they'd have got all that money back. But
I'm just Fabrizio just.
I know people keep on saying to look at the thingy, but they're all just repeating the same stuff at the moment. What else has Dave said about?
William Osler's move to Frankfurt is reportedly off. Newcastle are going to end the window with too many strikers.
Oh, I didn't even know that he was going to leave. Osula, when did that? What? So you mean in the last day or so he was meant to go? Yeah.
The plan was he was going to leave.
Oh right, I didn't even know that.
So imagine, yeah.
They've got 3 strikers now, and they didn't have any a little while ago. That's funny.
Well, they wanted Ekitike, so that both of them play together. So why can't they play with 3 strikers, man? Or 2 strikers up top, and then you got a backup right there. Am I wrong, chat? Am I wrong, chat? You got 2 strikers. If you want to play, if the original plan was Ekitike and Isak up top, and there was 2 up top, why can't you do the same and Osler can be the backup then? They should be good. They should be comfy, man. That's 3 strikers, 2 starters and 1 backup.
Do you want the good news or the bad news first?
Go with the bad news first.
Well, I'm confused. What was
the bad news is the deal is still up in the air, even though we've submitted the deal sheet. So even though we've done our bit, it's kind of like without Palace's blessing. So we've submitted the deal sheet. However, we are still waiting for Palace.
But Crystal Palace have signed the deal sheet, which is the part I'm a little bit confused about why they still got
no. So I think what you can do as the buying club, you can submit the deal sheet. But that still now has to be ratified by Palace. So Palace still have to say, yeah, cool. Okay, we're good for this to go ahead.
No, I know. But apparently they've already signed the sheet that's been handed in, but they just have to give a verbal agreement before 9 or like, yeah, because it's like within 2 hours. It's weird. It's confusing. And
it's what I just literally just said. So what I'm saying is,
who was it who said there was a big journalist?
Yeah, so with the deal sheet,
both of them are signed. Hold on, where is it?
Yeah. With the deal sheet, we've submitted the deal sheet, but Palace haven't signed anything to ratify it, if that makes sense.
Yeah, no, that's what one of these journalists that I was looking at just a little while ago said it is both clubs have signed it. Where was it?
I haven't seen that, I haven't. I've only seen Liverpool.
I haven't seen that as well, Jeff. I think it's just one. Oh, David Cup, apparently.
Yeah, I know I'm not losing my mind. I read a tweet a little while I was live.
Okay, here we go. So what is a deal sheet? All right, so clubs who need extra time to complete a transfer can apply the league to do so. The rules say,
oh yeah, here it is.
Clubs can only apply for a deal sheet in the immediate 2 hours leading up to the window. The application must indicate the club is committed, which will be us. It must contain signatures of all interested parties to prove there's a will on all sides. If the conditions are met, the clubs will then be granted a further 2 hours to complete. Okay, so then if Palace have signed the deal sheet, what's the issue? Is this now?
That's what I'm confused about, bro.
Yeah. So why
if both teams have signed it? How did Crystal Palace get to go back on it now? I don't get it.
Unless they're trying to say, all right, we've signed the deal sheet, but Guehi still has to formalities, maybe. Like, because remember, we've got until 9 now, so nothing is fully signed, right?
It could be
Yeah.
Glasner, you know.
No,
Glasner,
apparently it is. Apparently he's the one that's
It's all
making a lot
Glasner,
of
bro.
like noise. But
Glasner apparently wants
if
to
Crystal
walk.
Palace, yeah, do what Glasner wants, they're idiots. With all due respect, because he's going to leave them. He's gonna leave them. Do you know what I mean? Like a bigger club's gonna come in and he's just gonna bounce. He ain't gonna give a shit about Palace. So why would they let him be the one who makes any decisions? Do you know what I'm saying?
All today, it's all been about Glasner, not even Parish. Steve Parish is okay to sell Mark Guehi, but Glasner is the one that's saying, nope, I don't want to sell him. That apparently, again,
Which I get because no manager wants to lose.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, of course.
The bit that really bothers me though is that they are moving like they only thought Guehi was going to leave today. They have known this for time.
Yeah.
That's the bit that pisses me off. Like, you've known this for time. Oh, we got to get a replacement in. Like last night, for example. Brother, you've had the whole summer. You kind of knew he was going to go.
Yeah, and not only that, let's talk about the fact that you actually got to keep this player and play him in 4 games. That was a risk, and you shouldn't have been allowed to have him
Exactly. Guehi's done it. Here's the thing. Imagine you're the captain, yeah? You're the captain of Crystal Palace. You've won a trophy. You've given your all. They've told you can now sign for a club. You've done a medical, and now they could potentially still leave you high and dry. You know, Mark Guehi will just be done with Palace, you know? Like, obviously, he'll fulfill his obligations and complete the season or complete up until January. But then what's going to happen is Steve Parish is going to get pissed off because Steve Parish will be like, well, cheers, Glasner, because now I've okayed that with you. He can now sign a pre-contract in January and he'll just leave for free. And Palace won't receive not even a dime.
Yeah.
I think it's
Big
also
up,
like
welcome to the show.
Big up, Bayesian, man.
Big up,
man.
I'm like I said, I'm just a little bit confused. And again, I'm not going to be an idiot. I am absolutely 100% in understanding of where Glasner's coming from. You are a manager and your captain and your best player now that Eze's left is who you are going to want to keep at the club. That goes without saying. But there is no way Crystal Palace can do any of their business based on what Glasner says when we know he's going to be leaving that club within the next 12 months. Do you know what I mean? Like why would they do what he's telling them to do? Like if he was like committed and he was going to be there for the next 10 years, cool, do what he says. But we know, I mean, the rumors are he's already told Palace this is last year at the club, regardless of whether any big club comes in for him. So he's not going to be around. So if you listen to what he's got to say, you're going to screw yourself out of 40 M's, which Crystal Palace can't do. 40 M's for a club like Palace is a lot of money. Do you know what I mean? So I'm just a little confused what the hell's going on right now.
I feel bad for Gay, you know, because he's trying to, knowing him, he's trying to make it as harmonious as possible, being like, I've given my all for the club. I don't want to disrespect no one. I made my thoughts clear. I said I'll keep it professional. I'll play. I'll do whatever that's best for the club. But at the end of the day, they know what's going on. They know my situation. They know I won't sign a new contract. And they said ideally I want to move to Liverpool. The problem is, right, if he does go back, and I see a lot of people saying you can't do no nice guy business and all this down tools kind of thing. He can't afford to do that this season. Problem is, World Cup year this year. Loads of players will be fighting for a place in that England team. And we all know Guehi is arguably England's best centre-back, best performing centre-back in the last tournament.
Yeah.
But it's not even arguably, bro. Now that John Stones is old and like thingy, it is without a doubt Guehi's England.
Exactly. But it's the case of he can't down tools because of the fact that he needs to perform this season. Loads of players need to perform this season. The competition for places in England is tough. And we need, and he wants to be a part of it. That's probably one of his lifelong ambitions, was to play for England in a World Cup. The majority of players.
Do we overthink when it comes to that type of stuff, or do you think it is legit? Because do you remember when we were all told Isak won't leave Newcastle because they've got Champions League football, and everyone was like, "Yeah, it makes sense. Yeah, they're in the Champions League." Yeah. Like, do we let these narratives run a little bit? Like, do you really think a player's thinking about the World Cup a whole year prior? Like, do we really believe that a player's going to make an actual career move based on one tournament that is a year away?
Yes and no.
Yeah. I think they kind of World Cup is what you got to remember is World Cup for some players is, in fact, for a lot of players, is like the biggest thing in their careers because they're representing their country.
Well, yeah, it's the pinnacle of football, of course.
Yeah, so like you can imagine that he is thinking about, like, I think where he probably still feels like, yeah, if I'm at Palace, I play for England, but I think he probably backs himself and goes, well, if I play for Liverpool, there won't even be a debate about whether I'm in. I know I'm probably going to be starting no matter what. Because remember, there could be emergencies of other centre backs. I don't know how Tuchel's gonna do with his centre backs, bro. He could do left field centre backs. So you're like, why would you pick him? You'd never know with England managers. So, do you know
Jared
what I mean?
Bramthwaite, I think about it, I'm off the top of my head. Jared Bramthwaite, obviously John Stones is there. You've got Harry Maguire. We know how Thomas Tuchel likes Harry Maguire. There's so many. There's different other centre backs as well, man. There are competitions, and you never know. Joao Quansah is playing for Germany, not for Germany, for Bayer Leverkusen. He might fancy himself in the England squad.
This is what I mean. Quansah could nick in. I think where he will get in the squad, but it's more about starting. Like Ram just pointed out, yeah. Imagine if Quansah has an absolute bad boy season and takes his spot in the team. That's not impossible to think, you know.
Yeah, I mean, guys, I didn't actually realize they paid £21 million as well for Cabot.
You've got Braithwaite as well. You've got Braithwaite from Everton who's trying to make an emergence. You never know. Stones. You've got flipping. I know he's injured right now, but let's say Colwell, when he gets back from injury, has a good season. Like there's centre backs there.
I see Ben White. Ben White
in a back three.
Oh yeah, apparently Ben White is willing to come back to the England fold now, isn't it?
Oh, is it?
Yeah. Now that Thingy's not the manager, apparently it was something to do with Southgate why he didn't want to be in the England team.
Okay.
Yeah. I'm looking at Levi Colwell, Ezri Konsa, like these players.
Now Colwell won't be able to play after that ACL though. He's not even going to be back in training until like March. It'd be very surprising if he makes that World Cup squad.
Like you never know, Drift, man. You never know.
Yeah. I mean, you know, I don't want these supers to pile up again. Hold on, let me get through a couple of these. Big up Luke every time. Says this has been the best window ever. Definitely. Big up Mantis says, big up Jiff and Ram. Did you manage to see the fraudulent bum Raya talking about the new Puma ball being hard to grip? The Arteta legacy is rubbing off. Yeah, I'm not gonna lie, that is absolutely embarrassing for man to have an actual Sky Sports post-match interview and start making excuses about the fucking ball.
By the way, all these Arsenal fans saying that no other keeper in the world saves it. There's only one keeper in the world that saves it because he does it in training every single day. That's Alisson.
No, but here's the joke, Ram. Here's the joke, and this is how you know. Like, and again, we don't even need anybody else's what's the word? Not gratification. What's the word?
Validation.
Not approval. Validation. Yeah, we don't need anyone else's validation, right? But it does make me laugh when I see how much people don't want to. So do you know what the narrative is that's been spinning around today? Man City are about to sign the world's best goalkeeper.
Just seen
when the hell has Donnarumma ever been the world's best goalkeeper? No, are you having a laugh? But they just want to boast it up to make Man City look better. I was just like, all right, whatever, man.
I'm gonna ask you a question, Drift. Ever since they did the 4P, or no, ever since the last season of Klopp in 23-24, how many of their signings has actually worked out?
I'll be honest with you. I don't think Man City have made an actual hit signing.
I'll list out the names for you.
Mamouche possibly, because he did have a good 6 months.
Mateo Kovacic from Chelsea.
Flop.
Josko Gvardiol from Leipzig.
No, Vardiol's a success.
Gvardiol did well.
Yeah, he's a success. Yeah.
Jeremy Doku.
Flop.
Mateus Nunes.
Flop.
Claudio Echeverri.
Flop.
Right, that was the first window.
I don't even know who Echeverri is. Who's Echeverri?
No, I think he's gone to Sevilla now, hasn't he?
Yeah, he's not even in the squad.
Yeah. Savinho.
Flop.
Ilkay Gundogan.
Flop.
Kusanov,
Flop.
Terrible.
Vitor Rice. I don't even know who this
Who
player
the hell
is.
is that?
Never
Say
heard
it
of
again,
him.
Persian. Flop.
They paid £30 million for the player. I'm just saying. Yo.
Bloody yeah.
Omar
Bro.
Mamouche.
Marmouche is okay. Marmouche has played well.
Marmouche,
I think Mamouche and Cavadio, they're the two that I will probably say they hit the jackpot with out of all the players that they've bought
Yeah.
in the last 3 years.
Yeah.
And the last player is Nico Gonzalez.
I
Nah.
mean,
I don't remember him playing.
he's only had one good game, and that was against Wolves. That
Facts.
was this first game of the season. That's it. That's the only good game I've seen.
Oh
him play.
no, we got Reinders will be a success, I reckon.
Yeah, Randers should be.
So they've there's this season. There's obviously Eight Nori that's there. I think he'll be a success depending on injuries.
Nori was getting chefed up by Minter, you know.
Yep.
Minter was taking him to the cleaners, bro.
I'm not gonna lie, you know that Minter he's good, you know.
No,
He
Minter's
is.
good, but the
He's
thing is, he could be a
pretty good.
little bit erratic, but he's good though. He's direct in it. He's fast.
But you're right,
like,
he chefed him up good though.
He
Bro,
did.
he was in problems, guys. Just quickly, I know you can just about make out where I put the cursor. That's Isak in the Liverpool shirt. That's him right there.
Yeah, come on.
Yeah.
Like, we love to see it, man.
Also, I
Then you
can't
got
say
Shirky.
I can't say who, but I was literally just speaking to a journalist, and he's still not sure what's going to happen with Guehi. He said he's going to let me know.
His stuff is
Listen, I can be honest with this whole Guehi thing, right? If the ownership of Palace allow Glasner to stall that and cost them man 40 million, Glasner, the board, everybody should get sacked. Because Drift, you're right. 40 million is a lot of money for Palace. And then if it comes to January, because you know his intentions, he's not signing a contract. It comes to January. If he leaves in January, the fee is going to be cheaper. And then if he goes in the summer, it's free. So you just cost the club a ton of money, which they don't get in. That's crazy.
I just realized I leaked my DMs as well. Flip.
I just clocked.
To a certain journalist. Flip. But yeah, that's between us, look, guys.
No one saw.
You know, Beige, you're right. Like, if I'm being honest with you, regardless of how talented the player is, they're getting 15 mil max in January.
Facts.
Do you know what I mean? Because you can actually talk to foreign clubs for free. So if an English club makes a pre-agreement or buys him, you're getting 15 mil tops.
Yeah.
So you're right. Yeah, even 20 absolute max. Like, if we're only willing to pay 35 now, we're not paying more than 15 in half a year's time. Do you know what I mean? So you're right.
There's also a thing, right? If the club don't allow him to go, it makes a massive hindrance on them moving forward.
100%. But what do you tell the player, Ram, at this point in time? You told him, okay, you can go. He goes and does a medical, and then you tell him to hold on. And then he doesn't get his move that he wants to make. That's not good business, man. That's going to set him. He's going to be pissed off at the club if that move doesn't happen.
Listen, I think where he happens, there is no way in hell that Palace sign this deal sheet, give us till nearly 9, and then go, nah, we're not good. You're not having him.
Yeah.
Like seriously.
Yeah. But it's also bad planning from Crystal Palace. Because if
are Palace really gonna do that though, guys? If I
understand where Glasner's coming from, because to him, he's thinking you're allowing our captain to go to another club in the Premier League, and we haven't got a replacement for him. What are we doing? Like, we can't be doing this.
Yeah.
We need to. We should have got a replacement in from the very, very start.
But Ram, let's be fair. Glasner himself hasn't even committed to the club, so he shouldn't have a damn say. He should just shut his mouth, bro. Straight goods. You haven't even committed to the club that you want to stay long term, but yet you want to dictate that you can't sell Guehi for 40 M's.
Even if he's committed to the club, at the end of the day, you are an employee of the club.
Facts.
You don't have any say in anything. You are literally the employee, a representative of the club. That's it.
Yep. As soon as a big club comes, he's jumping ship. It was just said in the chat, and it's true.
You're telling me if Manchester United to get rid of Amorim and then they give a call to Glasner being like, yo, we want you at your club.
He's gone.
Yeah.
He's gone. He's gone.
Facts. And yet he walks away, goes and gets his job, but then Palace got caught and then he cost Palace 40 or 35 or 40 M's. Nah, that can't be allowed.
But this is what I'm saying, because there is this whole, I mean, I get it's from Indy, right? India said like, Glasner might sign an extension, but it's got release clause. He's already eyeing up a bigger club than Palace. So imagine now if Glasner convinces Parish to keep Guehi and Glasner still. Hold on, what's going on? People are saying no. What?
Yeah, I just saw that too.
Oh, guys, don't lie. From who?
Nah.
Hold on, what's happening?
Who
said that?
People, it's over. Guehi stays. He's staying.
Yeah,
Are you joking?
Anfield Sector just put it down on X. Guehi stays at Palace. That is the worst piece of business I've ever seen from Palace.
Gosh, it's over, bro. It's actually over.
I knew it. I fucking knew it. I knew it. I knew it.
All because of Glasner. Is this what we're doing here? The manager has somehow convinced the owner, and the owner is the one that basically came out and said every player has a price. It'll be not crazy, but he basically said, like, paraphrase. He was like,
just want to let Palace know. Just want to let Palace know if any Palace fans are watching and they're happy that Gay and Glasner has convinced Gay to stay. A certain club in Munich is a very big fan of Oliver Glasner.
Bro, why would they make us sign the deal sheet for a 2-hour extension just to tell us, no, you're not having him?
Indy just posted Mark Guehi. He looks very upset. Very upset. You just pissed off a man that held himself in so professional in this whole scenario, and you just moved like a scrub. Yeah, bro.
Yeah, he's not happy.
Bro, are you joking me? I can't believe what I'm seeing.
That's crazy.
No,
I knew it. You know, that was why I didn't want to get my hopes up, man.
I guarantee you, if Man United sack Ruben Amorim or Bayern Munich have a bad run in the Champions League, both of them clubs are calling Palace about Glasner. They'll contact him directly. This is the problem, right? You have to put the club's interests at the very, very forefront, not the managers.
Facts.
You can get another manager.
Hold on, I'm gonna ask 3-4 different people. Hold on.
I tell you right now, if this don't happen, he's gone in January. Yeah, he'll be at Liverpool in January. And Drift, you're right. If at Liverpool, I'll offer them 12.5 million.
Yeah, we're shagging.
Yeah,
them.
Or 10 million. It's his whole 10 million pounds and just shut up, just pass the player. Or you ain't getting nothing for him in the summer. He's coming to us.
Ornstein, 20 seconds ago. Mark Guehi is expected to stay at Crystal Palace despite an agreement to defend Liverpool being reached on deadline day. The England International 25 completed the last part of a medical after a 35 million fee was agreed between the clubs. Personal terms on a 5-year contract with 2030 were also in place.
I knew the Guehi stuff was going to fall through, you know. I fucking knew it.
This is what it's come to be. Is this what it's come to be? You have to act professional and you act with so much grace, and you don't get what you get offered. Is this what it's come to? You have to act like a child.
So you have to act like basically you have to do what Isak done to get out of the club, and Wisa.
Yeah,
Wisa, make it messy.
Yeah, because here's what it is, guys, and I know a lot of people was pissed off at Isak and how he's conducted himself, right? But no one don't talk that when a player don't play well, a club is just to sell the player. Just sell him. Get out my club. But because a player is a good player and you had discussions and he told you what his ambitions are, and you would say, okay, one more, we're gonna do it. And then you go back behind it, you piss him off. He has all right to get on the way he got on. I ain't fault Isak. They must have rubbed him the wrong way. Something was said that they negated and went back on, and you pissed the guy off. Get on the way you got on, bro. I don't disagree with him whatsoever. And if I was any agent going forward, because these clubs like to sign these guys on, helter-skelter freaking contracts now for 6, 7, 8 years. Make sure every single contract that's in there got a release clause. Every single one. You can't hold men up for ransom. Straight goods.
Way, guess who else is sniffing out by Glasgow as well?
Who?
Bayer Leverkusen.
Yeah, they just fired Seven Hag.
He's going. He's going this season. Whether it's Bayer Leverkusen in the next couple of weeks, it will be Bayern at the end of the season, or Man United halfway through the season. He is going this season.
That's the killer. He's going to leave, and he's made Guehi stay. That's what makes it worse.
Yeah.
Guehi might be thinking, like, I know you're not going to stay, so why should I stay?
But again, it's kind of steep. But Steve Parish is a dickhead then. Why would you listen to the manager that you kind of know has got aspirations to go somewhere else, just like the player? But the manager somehow convinced you to keep a player. Obviously, you rate him. I understand. Guehi's a captain. He's a brilliant player. But I just don't understand how we can go this far. Palace gave us the extra time to complete the deal, and they've literally just gone, actually, nah, do you know what? We ain't going to do it.
Yeah, Ornstein's tweets out. I think at this point,
I feel for the Guehi though.
We're going to disrespect them in January. I
think yeah. You know what, Ram? I said 10 million. Tell them take £2.5 million, bro, and just go along.
Yeah, 1 minute ago, Mark Guehi stays at Palace despite deal sheet submitted for transfer to Liverpool. 25-year-old did a medical agreement reached between clubs. 35 mil set it back on 5-year contract, but Crystal Palace replacement issues stopped the move. I am so sick and tired of these replacement. Bruv, replacement's been the buzzword all summer.
Yeah.
Any club we try to do a deal with, it's been a replacement. Have you noticed? But anyone else wants a player, they don't need a replacement. Arsenal managed to get Eze. If I'm not mistaken, Pino wasn't there when Eze left for Arsenal. He wasn't there yet.
Mm-mm.
And they were still looking at the guy from Leicester.
Not only that, they needed to qualify for Europe, and Eze said, "No, fuck that, I'm going Arsenal." But Guehi was actually a man of his word, and he stayed and he played and he helped them qualify, and they still didn't give him his move.
Didn't Arsenal just take I don't know if that move's been ratified. Hincapié from Leverkusen on loan, not even a buy, on loan with an obligation. I don't think Leverkusen.
No, it's not even an obligation. It's just an option.
No, it's obligation. I think it's an obligation.
Are you sure? Because it said option today.
Yeah, it's an option to buy, not obligation.
Man,
I don't understand.
Makes no sense, man.
But tell me something though. Why Arsenal? Typical Arsenal though. You're going to buy another defensive player. Fair to you.
They're fucking upset. He's got a fetish for defenders. Arteta. It's actually kind of. It needs to be studied. If I'm being honest with you.
You can't study a man that ain't got no brain cells, bruv.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. I knew that was the reason I didn't get happy about the Guehi stuff. You know, when I heard that guy went to West. That's another thing. West Ham, you're in the fucking. I mean, Crystal Palace, you're in the mud. You let West Ham beat you to the signing of a player.
It's not even that.
West Ham are relegation fodder at the moment.
Bro, blame the player. I think his name's Julio Igor from Brighton, Brazilian. He's actually a decent defender. Why would you go to West Ham instead of Palace? Palace are actually way better than West Ham. Like,
but Crystal Palace must have flopped in the package they offered, because surely it's got something to do with wages or the deal.
Oh, no, I've got it wrong. Palace pulled the plug on the deal because there was an issue with his medical.
No. Apparently, he's passed his medical at West Ham. Apparently, it's nothing to do with that.
I read that the medical was the issue.
He's gone West Ham from what?
No. But apparently, Palace pulled the plug because they found an issue with the medical, though. Apparently,
I heard that he did his medical with Palace, and then when he heard that West Ham wanted him, he just bounced. That's what I heard.
I know we've got Leone. Trust me, and I believe in him. The only thing is we don't know. We've never seen Leone play. We don't know how long it's going to take him to adapt. We just haven't seen enough to. Because let's say that Leone had already played like 2 games and we already kind of just saw him, we're like, nah, do you know what? I know we didn't get Guehi, but we're all right. We got Leone. I know we're going to do the copium thing now, but we generally don't know how good Leone is. So
He's
we can't even make a
18,
judgment
man.
call. Exactly. Coming into a new league, we generally don't know.
And do you want to know the crazy thing as well? What really scared me, even though initially I was super over the moon about it,
Yeah.
I knew when I saw Gomez isn't leaving anymore. I knew it meant we weren't getting Gahey. Liverpool have done the smart thing out of all of the times, because every other player we've just let go and I haven't agreed with it. This is the first time we were smart and gone, hold on, let's make sure the replacement's in first.
Even
Because
for
imagine if
Greece,
we'd
bro.
let Gomez go to AC Milan and then Crystal Palace done this, we'd have actually only
Yeah,
had 3 centre backs.
Fabrizio now as well. Marguerite, he do collapse.
Oh yeah,
despite
it's
medical
done, man.
done
Don't even
and
bother
deal
keep looking,
sheet.
man. It's done.
Yeah,
Don't
Crystal
bother,
Palace
man.
don't
It's just gonna
improve.
hurt even more, bro.
All because of Igor. I swear, but you know what? Ah, bruv. You know, so mad, yeah. The way I'm acting, you would think like we haven't just signed Isak, but it's more about I know how important Guehi still was to the squad. I know that if we have an issue at centre back, I know what that means. That now means if either Virgil or Konate get injured,
We're so screwed.
we have to pray Gomez is all right, firstly, and secondly, we have to hope that that Italian Superman Leone is going to be okay. Those are not assurances like Guehi. There's no assurances there. Do you see what I'm saying? Do you know how much more assured we would have felt if, say, for example, Virgil got the flu? Remember when Virgil had to miss a preseason game and everyone was like, "Oh my days, look, even Virgil can get ill." We would feel so comfortable knowing that it's Guehi and Konate. Do you get what I'm saying?
Bruv, you know, bruv, you already know, bruv. I told you I wanted Gahey as much as Isak, so I'm actually vexed. I'm gonna be honest with you, I'm not really good. Like, I'm over the moon we've got Isak, I am, but I'm not gonna be the happy bunny you think for the rest
No,
of the
I'm
day
still gassed for
streaming.
Isak, but
Like,
the way he thinks it's a
I'm
separate.
super annoyed.
The way he thinks it's a separate entity. But I'm so gassed. We've been up for the striker for so long. We finally got him. However, there's still a part of me that's like, but there was 2 pieces to the puzzle, though. We only got 1 piece of the puzzle. We needed that second piece for us to really
100%.
feel like, yeah, do you know what? We got it now. Like, we've got it. Like, I know we didn't get another winger. Okay, I know we didn't get another DM, but those 2 players that we needed to get, we only got 1 of them. And it just does leave a little bit of a, yeah, it leaves a bit of a sour taste. Pause. It does, isn't it? It just does, man.
Yeah. And I know I can see a couple of people saying that you can't blame Liverpool. I wasn't even necessarily blaming Liverpool, but
No,
you know
it's not
what?
Liverpool.
Thinking about that, no, but thinking about it, I can put some blame on Liverpool because we should have just offered and got this deal done and not waited till fucking deadline day. We've been real nice about this Gahey stuff, and I'm sorry, we have to put some blame on ourselves. Why didn't we be forceful? Like it seems Arsenal were and made the deal go through and not do all this pussyfooting around.
I'll tell you what it is. I'll tell you what happened.
The club ain't just going to get away with it because they've had a great window.
We were speaking to them 3 weeks ago. We said to them we want Mark Guehi. They said, "Oh, okay, we'll see." We came back with an offer of 30. They said no. Don't be fooled by thinking this story with the 35, whatever, only came out. I think it was yesterday. That apparently that bid was placed a few days before then. Palace already knew. So when we even said to them that we want Guehi, they should have actually gone, do you know what? I think Liverpool are going to come back. We need to get replacements. I have to be honest. I don't think it's anything to do with Liverpool. Isak fought his way out of Newcastle, got his move. Guehi done the opposite. He played for Palace. He played the games that he was supposed to. But
he shouldn't have been.
No. But he told Parish and whatever, I want to leave. Parish was okay to let him leave, bro. This is the bit that kills him.
Yeah, but Liverpool wouldn't give them the value that they wanted because remember, we were underbidding at first. We should have just offered them 40 mil from jump and just got him in from 3-4 weeks ago. Do you know how risky it was him even playing for Palace? What if he done his ACO in that Europa League game? Do you know what I mean? Why? I'm telling you, people. I'm not just trying to crash on Liverpool because I just want to. I'm somebody who always looks at things from all sides. Liverpool are to blame. They're not to blame more, but Liverpool are to blame to some degree. We should have never, ever been so nice about it and be like, yeah, play him in that game and trying to be stingy. We should have gave them 40, 45 mil from about a month ago. Got the player. He'd be here. There'd be none of this bullshit. But we're all like, nah, and Aaron over a little 5 mil, letting him play in games or whatever. Taking risks.
5 mil drift.
Come on, man. No. Liverpool
with
have
a
to
year
be
left.
it's irrelevant whether we've had a great window in this. Just talking about Gahey, this is an isolated incident. Liverpool have been brilliant overall in this transfer window, absolutely amazing. But for the Gahey scenario itself, we fucked up. We have to call a spade a spade. We can't just forgive them because they did great with the other stuff. We're talking about this deal. We fucked up. He should have been a Liverpool player from weeks ago, and we shouldn't have Bernard over 5 million.
But what I'm trying to understand,
if we get an injury crisis in defense, in the next couple of months, what would that 5 million have been worth? What would that 5 million have been worth if we get an injury crisis in the next month?
Hear me out. I understand, because you're doing it on the premise of if you want to play, just pay whatever. You have to be careful when you do that because it sets bad precedents when you go into other deals. In general, though, it kind of does. And hear what I'm going to say.
But not
hear what I'm going to say, Drift. Hear what I'm going to say.
Not 5 million, bro.
Hear what I'm going to say. How much did Real Madrid obviously with the whole Trent thing? Remember when they were offering us 25 or whatever, like proper lowballing?
Yeah, 25 trying to win the league in the middle of a season.
No.
That's totally different.
But we lost him. We lost him for 10 million euros, about £8 million anyway. Yeah. What I'm saying is though, bro, this is more to do with Palace. I get it. Maybe we could have given him a little bit more money, but the money was there, bro. Do you know every single journalist has actually said it was never about money? Fabrizio for weeks kept on saying it's not the money. It's Palace digging their heels in, trying to find a replacement. And all
I've been hearing is money the whole time. I've never heard
where Palace were bad mind, they actually got in a young replacement. But Palace, in my opinion, took the piss by trying to get Igor deadline day. Bro, you know these deals don't just happen overnight. These deals are in place for weeks, bro. It's only when it gets to the final stages that it gets reported. That's what I'm saying. Even though I think we get a little bit of blame. Bro, this is like 95% on Palace, you know? They've actually screwed us over. In my opinion, anyway. I think they have, bro.
I'm going to make it. I'm going to say it's like 75, 80, 20, 25% between like Palace and Liverpool. I'm still going to give Liverpool about 20, 25% of the blame for it. Because like I said, we should have had this done ages ago. We shouldn't have let Palace drag this out. And do you want to know what? As much as I want Gahey and he was the one I wanted, we still should have gone around the world and looked at somebody else in case he said no and made sure we had our backup as well. Because now we're kind of left short. God forbid. I hope Gomez, if Gomez stays fit, then we'll be all right.
Yeah, I agree with that.
You know what I mean? So like, I hope that the worst case scenario doesn't happen. But what if Gomez gets another injury? 18-year-old Leone, you know? God forbid. Like you said, Matt. Let's say Van Dijk gets the flu and he's out for 2 games. Yeah.
No, I know.
You're telling me that we've got to play Leone?
I know, bro. I know.
What if it's a Champions League game that's important, or it's against Man City in the league?
I hear it. No, but bro, I get. Bro. Everyone's pissed off, but I think it's more the anger should be aimed at Palace for messing us about. Bro, here's the killer. Newcastle.
No, I am more angry at them.
Yeah. Here's the killer. Newcastle could have done the same thing, but Newcastle in the end, remember, they sold us Isak before they got Wissa. That's what you're supposed to do.
I reckon by the time we got Isak, they knew Wissa was happening.
No, bro. I'm telling you. Well, regardless, what I'm saying is, if you've agreed to let a player go, which Palace actually did, hence the deal sheet, they've gone back on their word. That's taking the piss, bro. This deal would have went through if Palace didn't just do the last minute. We're going to be dickheads. I'm about to tell you something right now. Shall I tell you something? Mark Guehi done a farewell video, completed a medical, and spent the afternoon, reading from Anfield sector, spent the afternoon with Liverpool senior officials. He was buzzing for the move. So he done everything because Palace said, you're going to go. And last minute, Palace said, no, we're breaking our word. We don't want to do the deal anymore. It takes the piss. That's Crystal Palace, bro.
He's not going to want to deal with Glasner at all now.
Never again, bro.
Done.
I don't even want
to put it in the universe. After the Chelsea game.
Guys, I don't even want to put it to the universe. I actually would have expected more of that from Newcastle than Palace. I would have thought I'll be sitting there maybe crashing out, going mad because Newcastle done that to us, not Crystal Palace. And we're supposed to have a good relationship with them as well.
But you know why? It's probably because at the end of the day, Newcastle were actually smart enough to realize that it's such an untenable situation that they're actually doing themselves more harm than good to keep him.
Yeah,
that's true. You know that's very, very true. Yeah.
Unfortunately, at the end of the day, Gay's just not that guy. Gage was
What we
not that
said,
kind of
nice
player.
guys
Well,
finish last.
that's
That's
what people in the chat were saying from before. They were like, "See how nice guys finish last in all aspects of life."
He's
Yeah, he
That-
was the
that's what
honourable
typically
man,
happens.
and he's been screwed over.
Look at
no,
Wissa.
but drift. But one pushback I have. You look at Eze, right? Eze made it clear he wanted to move to Arsenal. The problem is Arsenal was stalling around, pissing about with it. That's why it took so long as it did. If I was Gay and I was looking at what happened with Eze was never rude, never put in a transfer request, never said anything bad about the club, but still got his move. He must be thinking, well, Eze did that to them and they allowed him to go harmoniously, got a brilliant send-off. If I do that, I'll be so respected by the club and the fans. I will still be loved by the fans, even though I've left. So he must be thinking, I just want to do this in a way where I can leave as a hero of the club and go on to do bigger and better things.
No, I
can't
agree with
blame
that.
him for
I
that.
agree with that. Yeah. I don't think anything bad of Gahey for what he's done. I'm not saying he should have, because I think Isak's behavior was wrong.
Yeah.
So I'm not gonna like be a hypocrite and be like, no, Gahey, you should have done all that because I want you to come to Liverpool. No, it was wrong what Isak did. The problem is though, is that I think Gahey went beyond being nice. Because there's a difference between like, because remember, Eze was like, oh, no, make sure this move goes through. I'm not playing for Palace. Because Palace asked Eze to play in the Euro qualifier as well, you know. Remember, Arsenal didn't even know whether he was going to play or not until up to about maybe 5 o'clock that evening. And then that's when everything, when he was like, no. Because Eze must have thought, I've had an Achilles tear and been out of the game for a year. You think I'm risking an injury and not getting my Arsenal move? Fuck that. And he must have just been like, nah, I'm going Arsenal. I'm not playing Palace. But somehow he's still left in a good way and he's not like a bad guy anyway. Gahey went above and beyond, in my opinion. I think he went too far. Maybe you can be too much of a nice guy. He played in both qualifiers and he played yesterday. And all of this would have been him knowing, I want the Liverpool move. And he risked injury, all of that stuff to be loyal to Palace. So I admire it as somebody who's loyal myself, but he went too far in being a nice
he
guy.
actually banged in a goal yesterday.
Yeah.
Like top bins. Like we're talking, he scored a banger. You can see he was like a little bit emotional, whatever. You could tell like he's thinking, this is probably my last game. I've done myself a service here. Look at that. I've just scored a banger as well. The club are going to allow me to leave. Like what Ram said, a bit like Eze. But like to what you're saying now, Drift, I don't know. Maybe he was too nice, but here's the killer. We're living in a sad world if you're telling me you have to carry on like Isak and Wissa to get those moves. And maybe it's not even what they're doing is bad. They're just being forceful. Because I'll be so real. If a club wants to get rid of you if you're not a great player, the club will just get rid of you. They'll tell you
exactly.
Look at Man United. They told Sancho, we don't want nothing to do with you. We don't even care. Furthermore, we don't even want to see your ass round Carrington. You better go and get that loan move because you ain't coming back. Look at what they done to Marcus Rashford. Rashford, done with your politics. Don't want to see you again. Furthermore, we're giving Cunha your number. We do not want you. So this is why it's easy to blame the players, but the players also have a right because look how they get treated though, bro. Look at how some of the clubs treat some of the players when they want to get rid of them.
I know. I just want to take a moment as well to say big up to everyone, man. We've almost reached our record total of viewers on the stream at the moment. We're on 2,873 at the moment.
Big up, man.
Big up, man. That's almost our record of 3,000.
Yeah,
so big up to everyone who's tuned in right now. Make sure you smash that like button, people.
Big up, man.
But yeah, this is the bomber that's just, I'm going to stop using that fucking word now. This is the tweet that Indy has just dropped. Liverpool are furious with Crystal Palace regarding this marquee Gahey change of stance. And Liverpool have told the player we are coming back in January. As our 20 to 25 mil base, as we were saying, 15 to 20, 20 to 20. Liverpool ain't paying 25 mil when we wouldn't even pay 35 mil.
We're not paying 25. In fact, that'll be like 15 mil, bro.
And then, you know what I'm going to say right here, right now? Because he's also going to be within his right and everybody's now going to realize Gahey's going to cause a problem now, and good on him. He tried to do it the right way. He's going to cause a problem now, you know. And nobody now could turn around and call him the bad guy now because this is Newcastle can hide the what we said to Isak thing and make Isak look like the bad guy. There ain't nobody but a hater who's going to look at this Gahey situation and go, "Oh, this is Gahey's fault." everyone's gonna be like, "No, Crystal Palace fucked up. That is a liberty what they just."
Yeah.
What was it? What we saying? Crystal Palace screwed Gay.
Yeah.
Yeah, they
Facts.
did.
Yeah, bro.
They blatantly screwed
Bro,
him.
look at big up Lewis Steele. He just said, moral of the story then. If you kick up enough fuss and sully your reputation at a club, you get what you want. If you do everything by the book with total respect for your club, you get screwed over. Feel for Mark Guehi tonight being denied a career-changing move. It's so facts. Look at that. He acted in the right way, like how you're supposed to. Apparently, that's the play, and didn't get his move. That's why there's a part of me that doesn't have a problem with Isak and Wissa basically just saying, listen, all right, I just want to go. I've told you lot in a year in advance, I want to go. But now when it comes to doing a deal, you don't want to try and play hardball. Now we're not doing that. Because what I'm going to do then is I'm going to tell the world what you told me. And that's what they done with their Instagram statements, both of them.
Facts.
They were like, none of this gentleman stuff. All right, you call it gentleman's agreement. You think you can rub that out? All right, we're going to show the world. Isak done it the best way. PFA Awards knows the whole world is watching. Oh, what Newcastle? You think you can get away with that? See what I'm saying? I'm telling you, bro. I feel so bad for Mark Guehi, you know. Just thinking like, raw, like you told me I could leave. You let me go to do the medical. I'm in the Liverpool kit. I'm probably about to do media duties. The deal sheet is signed, so he thinks he's probably thinking, all right, just need to get that one phone call now and it's done. And they just said, nah, brother, get your ass back to South London. If I'm Mark Guehi, I can't even lie. You see, in that 2-week international break, no one better not call my phone. Don't call my phone. Don't call my phone.
Better yet, Mark, if I was Mark Guehi, when we come back from off the international break, I'm showing it the training and I just looking at Glasner's faces like, bun you pussy hole. I ain't playing the next game.
Fact.
You still gotta pay me if I show up at training.
I'm injured.
Yeah.
I ain't playing.
Fact.
You want to screw me? Here's what you can get.
Yeah. Out of order, bruv.
Yeah, it's horrible. Horrible. And for the board to allow Glasner to block this like this, that man crazy.
Let me say how bad this is, yeah.
Especially because Glasner's going to leave. Apparently, some of the rumors are, and again, we don't know, but it might just be rumors. Apparently, Glasner, during the talks with the owner, said, I'm going to quit if you let him go.
I heard that.
He said he'll leave straight up if they let him go.
So then quit.
Then fuck off. I know he's a good manager, but then fuck off.
Quit.
But you're going to leave if you quit, player.
You don't have to pay him. You quit. You don't have to get no money. Walk off then.
Guys, let me tell you how bad Palace are. What's his name? Oh my days. Nicholas Jackson. The move was in doubt when what's his name had the injury. The new striker. My mind's gone blank. What's his name? Delap got injury, yeah? Chelsea said, no, you're coming back. Do you know what Jackson said? No, we're not coming back. Like, we're staying in Munich. I want to get that move. Chelsea, like, you're coming back. We like, you're still part of the thing. Do you know what happened? Chelsea were like, do you know what? All right, it is kind of bad mind. We'll sort something out. We'll renegotiate. Bro, Jackson still got his move to Bayern. He refused to come back to England, you know?
Yeah.
And he still got his move. Chelsea could have easily been like, you can stay in Germany if you like. We're not going to sanction anything. They still sanctioned the deal. Jackson got his move. I don't even understand how that even works, bro. But you got Crystal Palace doing this.
Yeah. Guehi go on strike, bruv.
Football might be in the bin.
I don't think he'll go on strike.
He should though.
He should go, but
I would. If I was in his boat, I'd go on strike. I'd be like,
by the way, when I mean he's going to kick up a fuss, I don't mean September, October, because I think he'll just like, you'd be like, you know, humble with it. But you see, once we get to like December, watch. That's when he's going to start. Like, when he knows the window's about to come, that's when he's going to start doing the like, fuck you, like, if you don't let me go thing. He ain't going to let another window go by. I reckon we have Mark Guehi on January the 1st. I don't think this ain't going to be no transfer deadline day 31st. You know, I think it'll be January the 1st. He's going to make it clear, I'm done with you lot now.
Do you know who else needs to take some hit? Guehi's agent. His agent didn't represent him properly. Because I know
his
for
agent
a fact,
have been doing the negotiating more hardcore, isn't it?
no matter how much we a lot of people disrespected the likes of Mina Raiola. He was very good at making sure that his players were well compensated and got what they wanted. I think that the fact that they allowed this to happen, allowed the fact that to basically bend over and be like, we have to go back to Crystal Palace, is just ridiculous, man, ridiculous.
We just got to make sure we got no centre-back issues between now and the next window. That's it. Simple.
Yeah. No, agreed.
But Leone, don't sleep on him, guys. I've spoken to some close friends of mine that watch Serie A serious. They said this kid's good and he's a unit and he cannot be bullied. He'll bully you. The man bullied, what's his name?
I'm looking forward to watching him.
Lukaku and Vlahovic bullied both of them like they were nothing.
Yeah. But remember that those are the type of strikers who do like to play up against you. What would he be like when he's got those little nippy forwards running around?
Elusive strikers, isn't it? They're elusive.
Yeah, because they even give us problems. Virgil and Ibu have problems more against like Gabriel Jesus than they do
Haaland. Look at Haaland. Look at Jokeres.
Yeah, you know what I mean? Like it depends, isn't it? You know what I mean? Now, I remember one time when Wang gave VVD problems, and I know Wang's a decent player, but I think it's just because he's small and elusive. Do you know what I mean? Normally Virgil should be eating up a player of that quality, but because he's like got the little fleet foot and all that, I don't know.
Bro, apparently Glasner went so far as say that if Guehi left, he'd offer his resignation, and maybe that done it.
Yeah,
but that's what Chris Williams has said, didn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, but can you imagine what Guehi must have rang him and been like,
so one second,
you pussy.
Remember who else did that? This is a sign of when you're a strong owner and you're a big club. Jose Mourinho said the same thing to Roman Abramovich. What happened then? Bye.
Yeah.
Bye.
And if you can get rid of Mourinho at his peak as well, that was pomp Mourinho.
That was the chosen one Mourinho, not chosen one, special one Mourinho.
Special one Mourinho, yeah. Well, obviously, Parish has now shown that he's weak, which is actually bad for him as a businessman, that he's let it be known that he's let another person tell him what to do with his business. I mean, don't get me wrong, there's a little part of me that gets where he's coming from, as in like Glasner's a top manager. So he is probably going to be thinking, shit, if I cut my nose off to spite my face here, I'm going to end up with a search for a manager rather than just continuing this great project we're on. So I get where he's coming from, but at the same time, no employee should ever be able to tell the boss what he's doing. That is, you know what I mean? Like that is just not how it's supposed to go.
Here's the kicker, Drift. He's a bad owner then, because Glasner just called him money. Palace ain't gonna make that money in the next 4 or 5 months before the next transfer window, bro. Even till next summer, they ain't making 35 M's. No chance. Yeah, they got European football, but their team got decimated. They don't have as good of a team as they did when they had Eze on the squad. And now, and you know what I mean? They let guys walk. You got Wharton, you got some guys, but they're not going to be as competitive. Yeah, he's going to got them playing well, but they're going to still lose a whole bunch of games. He just cost them money. You just let an employee who cost you money, you're a bad owner. Let him walk, man. Bring in another guy.
There's so many top managers out there as well. He's not the only one. What he's done in his career CV is great, but there's so many other managers that are out there.
And I'm also thinking to myself, why was Glasner not more vexed about the Eze situation? Because they didn't replace Eze.
Exactly.
At least they brought in a centre back. They actually got a centre back today. Like, he might not be as good as Guehi, but they brought one in. Where's the Eze replacement? They don't have any, and they haven't got an attacking threat like they did because they didn't replace him. So
exactly.
I'm confused why he was more okay with Eze leaving than he is with Guehi. I know Guehi's
that's the answer. Like, they got Pino, Jeremy Pino.
Yeah, but Jeremy Pino ain't replacing Eze. Not talent-wise.
Who is Pino?
Nah. Jeremy Pino is a good player. He's a very good player. Very talented.
Yeah, but he's not replacing Eze, though. I mean, maybe that is who it, maybe they see it as that, and fair enough. If they themselves see that as the replacement, then cool. Personally, I don't think that is quality wise, but yeah, maybe they do position wise. But I'm still very, very confused why they've brought in a centre back and then still been so adamant he's not going when they were okay with it because they sanctioned it in the first place. Like, why is that new defender being signed if Glasner doesn't feel he's good enough? Because surely if Glasner felt that centre back was good enough, even though it would be reluctantly, he'd be like, okay, I'm losing Gehi, but I'm gaining this player, so I'm at the same spot. He must not really rate that new guy that they've brought in for him to be that much like, if you sell Gehi, I'm quitting. And do you know what else is weird as well? That also means that Glasner's really in control, you know. Because you remember when he did that press conference yesterday, and that's what was worrying everyone because Glasner was like, I fully expect him to be a Crystal Palace player. That's Glasner basically saying, because I know the owner's not going to sack me when I tell him what I'm going to do if he sells Gehi. Do you know that? If you deep it and actually think about it, Glasner's got some balls on him, you know. In public, he said, yes, Gehi will be a Liverpool player, will be a Crystal Palace player. I'm telling you that now. And everyone else is a bit like, oh, okay. But now we know that Crystal Palace said yes to the fee and everything was a here we go. Now we know that's what Glasner was doing. It's like, yeah, I've got parachute balls in my hand and I'm gonna let him know I'm about to squeeze him. Pause.
Is that the first time we had a here we go from Fabrizio and everybody,
And it hasn't gone through.
No. What's his name from Forest? He did it. Here we go to Spurs too.
Gibbs White, yeah.
Yeah, he did that. So twice.
Release clause. They thought they acted a release clause. And this one's probably the worst.
You know what's crazy though? Yeah, I heard somebody who's like a financial person speaking about it, and they actually said that even though Nottingham Forest could have possibly tried to find a way to sue Tottenham because of the leaked information that was supposed to be kept private, apparently only the player and the agent knew, which is why it would be easy to figure out and prove there was an injustice and they could sue them. Apparently, even though Nottingham Forest could do that part legally, there was fuck all they could do about the Tottenham bid. And Tottenham could have actually been like, well, we don't care. We got the information. We know it. Sue whoever you want. The player's ours. But apparently Tottenham went, all right, cool. Tottenham could have actually made it happen, apparently. So there is a little bit of a weird scenario, that one. Like, I wonder why Tottenham actually in the end just went, nah, all right. That's what's making me feel like Thingy's even more of a gangster. He might have all sent man to leave his yard. Like, I'm not even gonna lie, that Nottingham Forest owner, he might be a real life Al Capone, you know. I'm not even joking.
It is true.
He might actually be, you know what I'm saying? Because I'm not gonna lie, Daniel Levy's not easy to bully either. Do you know what I mean? So, like, for Tottenham to pull out when they actually didn't need to, that's mad. That's mad. The goons got sent round, man. There must have been some blacked out cars outside the house. Oh my days. And then when he was at the Champions League draw, he's just there. And I'm just thinking to myself, right, this man owns Nottingham Forest and Olympiacos, meaning surely there's some kind of club issue there, just like why Crystal Palace can't play in the do you know what? I've just realized. Now let me make my point first. The way he was sitting there, so gangster in the Champions League draw, I just thought, nah, this Mariakis guy, you don't mess with this guy, man. You don't mess with this guy. Like, the way he's just sitting there, just ganged up, like. But yeah, I just realized Crystal Palace not making Europa League and being relegated to the Conference. I used to feel bad for them. Fuck Crystal Palace. I wish you'd have been kicked out of Europe, full stop. I now hate Crystal Palace for a minute. I might get over it, but right now I kind of hate Crystal Palace. I want us to stuff them something different when we play them in September. And I'm glad they got conference football now. I used to really be like, yeah, do you know what? Crystal Palace, man. Crystal Palace, man. Fuck Crystal Palace now.
You know it would be dirty from Guehi when he playing Liverpool. Isak running in on goal. Guehi could stop him and just pull up and stop and just let him run past him with the ball. Go ahead. Free hit.
He'd get sued if he did that, but that would be hilarious. Though. That would be. What I want him to do is I want him to either play and have an absolute nightmare on purpose, or I want him to just pretend he's injured so he don't have to play in the game. You know what I mean?
Either or works for me.
Yeah, either or. But then again, he might want to play good in the game to make sure Liverpool come back in for him because he might be worried himself. Imagine what he's feeling because he's thinking Liverpool could change their mind and just go for another target. And my move to Liverpool is ain't happy. You know what I mean? Like, and another thing that we got to think about as a club: what if another team realizes how good he is and they get involved and then it becomes a bidding war? A, we know FSG don't do bidding wars, and two, it'll mean we have to pay more once there becomes a bidding war. Or he might just pick the other team. What if City are the other team because they realize they're not good? And then he thinks, yeah, all right, let me go City. You know what I mean? Like, this whole thing is like messed up, man.
And City just sent Akanji. Akanji's gone to Fabinacci, right?
Oh, did he leave in the end? I wasn't keeping an eye on that. Is he gone, yeah?
Yeah.
Oh, shit. So I just realized how many super chats are built. So let me get through some of these supers. Big up Dinesh says, evening gentlemen, good transfer window. I'd rather have that conversation when I'm less emotional because right now I'm so annoyed with Gay here. I almost want to say it ain't been a good window, even though it's been a fucking amazing window. Big up Sean every time says Harvey Elliott will not move until the Gay transfer happens. Homegrown settings in action. Oh right, is that actually
Elliott didn't happen.
That's mad. That's mad. Big up Jay says Glasner wants to go United. You know, actively sabotaging LFC. Imagine if that was real. Imagine if because he knows he's going to be the Man United manager, he's doing that on purpose. That would be mad. If he leaves to go to Man United now, Rick Parrish is a fucking idiot.
He should get fired.
Mad. Matt Bicazette says if Chelsea mess us about, if Crystal Palace mess us about, Gahey and Wharton is a must in January. We might not want to do any business with Crystal Palace after this, Matt. You know what I mean? Like,
no, I think we will go back in for Gahey. And I think that's the last time we work with Crystal Palace ever again.
Yeah, I think so too. Yeah, and probably a lot of it will be out of loyalty to Gahey as well. Like we want him to know that, you know what I mean? Because we've built a relationship with him now, I'm guessing. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Dinesh says the evening say that Isak would not leave Newcastle, got Champions League. My question is, Newcastle going to win the Champions League in the next 5 years? No, and this is why I said that I felt like that statement was stupid. Players like Isak don't just want to play in it to be able to tell their grandkids. They want to play in it because they want to win it. So I always knew Newcastle qualifying for the Champions League didn't mean he wouldn't leave. I just didn't know if Liverpool would ever be the team to stump up the money, and thank God we are. I thought it'd be a Barcelona or Bayern Munich or someone like that.
By the way, someone messaged Gay is going to force a move in Jan.
I told you. I know he
force a move in Jan.
He ain't going to do the nice guy thing now because now he knows that he won't look like the bad guy in the situation to the fans because he tried to be the nice guy and they screwed him.
Facts. Also, just a little, I don't know, have you guys heard the update regarding Isak? I don't know if you guys have heard it.
No.
This is from Vinny O'Connor. Alexander Isak is a Liverpool player. He has left the building and is expected he'll wear the number 9 shirt. That was an update from
people in the chat were saying, he's going to wear 9.
Oh, okay, yeah.
I knew he'd get the 9 when the 9 was available, though. If 9 was already on a player, maybe he might not, but it's sitting right there. Why would he not take the number 9?
I know. I don't want to be like fully Debbie Downer, but I know we still got to be happy the fact that we got Isak as well, man. Like,
and so many other I get
so many players,
bro. We got Florian Wirtz, we got Kirkes, we got Frimpong, we got Isak, we got Ekatike, we got Leone, we got flipping Mamadashvili. I know it doesn't kind of cut, but you get that. We still brought in the hell of players, bro. Yeah, Woodman.
No, do you know what?
Pesci.
Will Wright.
What you lot are saying is absolute facts. And in a day or two's time, I'll be over this and I'll be fine. But you know what we're doing right now, or what anyone's doing right now?
You do this all the time. This is what happened when we.
No, I'm being real, bro. You know. Anybody telling me, that I'm not allowed to be annoyed. It's like
no, 100%.
It's like when poor people tell rich people, "What are you talking about? You ain't got no problems. You're rich." Being rich doesn't mean you don't have problems in life. You know what I'm saying?
No, of course.
So right now, it doesn't mean that I don't think we had an amazing window because I'm annoyed in the moment. Let me be annoyed in the moment, and then tomorrow, the day after, I'll be fine and I'll get back to reality. But right now, I'm allowed to be annoyed because more so than I think a lot of other people, because I've been paying attention to the conversations. I think Gehi is such a good player, and I wanted Gehi badly. When I mean I wanted, like I was saying to you guys from before, Matt, we spoke, and I know you found it wild, but I told you, I actually think that Isak and Gehi are as exciting as each other for me, just in different ways. Like I was just as happy with Gehi as I was with Isak, but just for different reasons. Do you get what I mean?
Yeah.
No, I hear that.
I'm absolutely livid.
No, you can still be gutted, 100%. I'm not saying you don't be, because I'm gutted as well, bro. We did like it's not just he was an important cog in our squad building. He was important. It would have been different. Joe, it would have been different. It would have been different if we signed Guehi but didn't get Leone. Do you know that? We would have felt different.
Oh, if Leone wasn't here, we'd be crashing out, bro.
No. If we got
then we'd only have Gomez as backup, bro.
No. But what I'm saying, if you swap the player, let's say that we brought in Guehi, I don't think the crash out will be as bad. Because remember, where it's more with Guehi because you know what Guehi can do. We've seen it. We just know Leone's a serious talent. But because Guehi's like an exceptional Premier League player, it's that thing of like, nah, do you get what I'm saying? Like,
like we know if we had to play Arsenal yesterday with Leone, we'd be very skeptical. If we're playing Arsenal with Gehi, we'd be like, oh, we'll be fine. Do you know what I'm saying?
There you go. This is what I'm saying.
And I hope Leone comes good. Like as Bay said, people who watch the league have said he's a top talent. I'm actually excited about watching him play. Like I can't lie. I wanna. Like he's a unit. I can't wait to watch him. If he's this bully guy, I want to watch him bully people. Do you know what I mean? Like
this is a reminder just for the people that who we have signed. Look at that, bro. That's this transfer window.
Mad.
I tell you what's scary before we talk about the talent. How AI has got so good that Isak picture looks as real as the others, even though it's not.
It's scary, isn't it? It's scary, bro.
That is frightening how good AI has got, you know.
Bro, it's been happening for months, you know, like months before, like Isak. Yeah.
But no, look at that window. That window is incredible.
But that window's insane, you know. When you actually deep it.
And why have they made my boy Leone at the back look like he's the shortest when he's the
I know. And yet he's the tallest one.
It don't make no
sense.
And
look how tall they've made Frimpong look. That's hilarious.
Man, the same height as Mamadou Billy, right?
We got Frimpong, my G.
Yeah, all right, now let's before I get through the supers, let's rate the window then, boys. Because Gehi never got done, I'm only giving the window an 8.
Nah, drift.
What?
Yeah.
9 for me.
9.
I might change my mind tomorrow. I told you
9.
tomorrow.
It's a 9.
Tomorrow, let's have an unemotional conversation.
I'll allow it. I'll allow it, drift.
I hear it. It's still a 9 though. It's still a 9.
You know them ones where you come in the yard and you don't shout at a person, but you slam a door. You know them ones. You know, like, you don't take it out on anyone, but you slam a door. Like
you know it's one of them ones when you get into a fight with the missus and you slam the door and you go upstairs, and then
you know what I'm saying.
Tomorrow morning,
I don't. Have any of you ever done this? I've only done this once in my life. You don't slam the door, but you ras it when you've closed it. Have any of you ever done that? You know, like with the police knocking door. You know, like when you use your foot and you kick the door, like how the police would. Yeah, I've shut the door and then done a ras kick. You know, you just need to just like get a bit of the pen off.
You better mention to kick the door off the hinges, bro.
I kicked the door one time, but just like I've got to get it out. Like I have to, like, you know what I mean? I don't want to hit a person, so I've got to hit something, you know what I'm saying?
Oh my days.
But yeah, I'm gonna give it an 8. Tomorrow I'll talk to you, maybe I'll give it a 9. Yeah, he would have made it a 10 out of 10 for me. I think it would have been an absolute.
Yeah, of course. That's why I give it 9, because he would have made it a 10.
Yeah.
100%.
It's still the greatest transfer window of a team I've seen in my lifetime. I ain't gonna front.
Bro.
It's been amazing.
The play.
I'll tell you what is a little bit weird to me though, and maybe this is me just being a bit greedy or impatient. How comes there's been a Henkape announcement video from Arsenal and we ain't got an Isak one left? I hope it's because they're cooking something special, because I would have thought maybe by now there would have been a video.
Yeah,
what
they
time is
will
it
be.
now?
They will.
No, if it's 8, I reckon if it's not announced by 9 or 10, it will be tomorrow morning. It'll be tomorrow morning.
Maybe.
Yeah,
I mean, I'm
yeah.
not gonna lie. The Hincape video is dead. So, like, maybe it's because we're doing something.
It's a bit
really
rushy, because look at probably. I mean, I haven't seen it, but I'm guessing was there a big difference between the Eze one and that one, innit?
Yeah, he's just literally standing there, and there's like strobe lights on him, and it's
This
like
I'm saying, bro.
zooming in
They
on him,
went.
yeah.
Oh, they. I mean, don't get me wrong. I understand the story behind Eze, innit? How he was let go by Arsenal. I get it, but bro, they brought in Ian Wright, acquire everything, bro. Like,
You know,
do you know what I
the
mean?
crazy thing is, yeah. As much as I rate Eze, and Matt, you know, I've been an Eze advocate for time.
Yeah.
So you know how much I rate Eze. He ain't a needle mover to the point where you go to all that trouble, though. I think that's Arsenal like begging it a bit. Like, I'm not gonna lie, that was like crazy over the top for a player like
I know.
Eze.
Basically, they made it seem like they signed like Zidane or something. Like,
Yeah, they made it.
Eze
No,
a good
you know
player.
what? That was like the type of announcement that should have been done for Gareth Bale when he went Real Madrid.
Oh,
It was
yeah.
that level of do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like PFA Player of the Year. Do you know what I'm saying? 100
Yeah.
mil record signing. Like Eze's a baller. Right? Like, I love him as
I know
a player.
what you mean.
But
It's the whole.
he
But
ain't,
that's
you know what I mean?
Arsenal,
He
though.
ain't that type of you. It's like, all
Yeah.
right, well, whatever, man.
That's
You
Arsenal.
gotta expect though, it's coming from Arsenal that the manager got brain dead already, right? Arteta would walk up to a glass wall and climb over the wall to see what's on the other side.
Oh,
Beat that.
man. And we know Arsenal's definitely the kings of PR, without a
Oh,
doubt.
yeah.
They
Yeah,
are
yeah,
the
yeah.
kings of PR.
They are
Nah,
the kings.
they're the kings of bullshit as well, bro.
To be
Oh, yeah,
fair, though, I
without a
will say
doubt.
this though. As much as I hate them, their quality of their videos are good though. Like I won't sit here and lie and say some of them aren't good.
Can
Even
I
if
be
they're
completely
corny.
honest with you?
Even if they're
I
corny
haven't-
though.
I haven't watched any of them.
No. I'm talking. I think the
It
Eze
makes my
one,
skin crawl to watch anything to do with other
Yeah.
clubs, especially
the Eze
Arsenal.
one, and
I ain't watching Ian Wright glaze him, and I love Uncle Wrighty, but I ain't watching a 20-minute
Who
video
is
of
it?
him glazing Eze.
no, what 20 minutes? It was like
I
I
swear it
I
was
think it's-
18 minutes in it. I swear when
No,
I saw
I ain't
the
seen
thing,
that
it was
video.
18
The one
minutes.
I saw was like 1 minute.
Nah, it can't be.
Yeah, that's a flipping interview, blood.
Was it not? Yeah, what? Ain't he sitting
I
in the
ain't watching an
cinema
interview
room
for
with
the
him and
Arsenal
all
player.
that?
I just saw the announcement. I think it was on Twitter. It was like about a minute long. I've almost saw it.
I swear there's a video on YouTube that's like about 18 minutes long.
Yeah,
Ian Wright's doing the
someone must
interview.
have you know when people rip the interview, they must have ripped the interview, bro. 100%. There's no announcement that's 80 minutes, bro.
Hold on.
I don't watch nothing when it comes to Arsenal. Can't be bothered.
Yeah. No, I hear that.
No, it's 12 and a half minutes. I knew I was right.
But I ain't seen that video. No
Yeah, I
chance.
ain't seen that video, bro.
Yeah.
That's still
gets
way too
interviewed.
long.
He gets interviewed. Ian Wright interviews him. I ain't watching him.
Oh,
glaze
Ian Wright
his face.
interviews Eze.
Yeah, I ain't watching that shit.
Nah.
Who's watching that? No, I didn't see that, bro.
No, but I reckon there might have been rivals who have watched it. I ain't watching
man.
nothing to do with
No, I would never watch a full-on interview
for
announcement
another
for another. That's crazy.
Nah,
Yeah, I wouldn't either.
only my
I'll
players,
give you an
that's it.
example. I'll tell you why no one can lie in cap. I'm pretty sure everybody has seen the old school when Pogba signed for Man United because everyone knows Stormzy was in the video.
Yeah.
Pogba.
No, but
Everyone's
that
seen
level,
it.
that level
I
of player.
Matt, I can be honest, I didn't watch it.
Oh yeah.
I don't watch nothing for any other team but Liverpool.
No, fair play.
Oh,
I
watch
care
it.
about
No.
that.
The only
Nah,
one I've
do you
ever
know what?
watched.
There is
It
one
definitely come
video-
up on my feed. You see what I'm saying? It'll come up when
The only one
clubs
I've
make
ever
announcements.
watched was the Sanchez one because everyone made me see how fun it was to watch him play piano. So I
Literally,
watched
yeah.
it just to get the joke because everyone told me about him sitting there playing.
That's the only one I watched because everyone was sending it around.
Yeah. All the
everyone was
others,
sending
yeah.
it.
I'm not gonna lie, I didn't watch, not in its entirety anyway. Not from.
So another vibe. But the best one, obviously, is Ibu's one, and that was done by his own team. How about
Yes.
that? It wasn't even the media
That's
team.
the best announcement,
Bro, we need something like that from we need LFC to cook up something.
The one on the basketball court with the,
Yeah.
with the smoke and stuff.
Yeah,
Yeah, that was
yeah,
cool.
yeah.
That was cool.
And it
Got
was
the
the
guy
fact-
with
it
the
was the fact
briefcase.
that the
Remember the
music
guy's
changed
walking with
as
the
well.
briefcase, innit?
Yeah.
And then he takes out the briefcase and Ibu's shirts.
And the
in
way
there.
he's got all his boys and
Yeah.
Yeah, that
Yeah.
was cold.
If I don't remember, they had an old school boombox in there too. It had an old school
Yeah.
like hip hop style. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It was
And
And
cool.
the
remember, the
smoke-
man
and
came
the
in with a
smoke
bag like it
grenades
was
as
a drug
well.
deal, but it had the Ibu shirt.
This
in
is what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
it. that announcement video was goated. That
It's
is
the
definitely
coldest, bro.
Yeah, that is definitely the
And
best
you man had
announcement video.
you man had a whole video for it. you had your own little video for it for that.
Yeah, we
announcement
did.
video
We
for
did.
it.
And then YouTube said, no, we're not going to do that anymore.
You know what? I would love to. I would love to see the video that that Park Life made when we won the Champions League and he rented out the stadium and got his own video shot. I actually want to watch that video.
What, Adrian?
Adrian, yeah.
Oh, yeah, flip. I forgot about
He
it.
done it for his own personal thing, so you probably can't even find it anywhere. But that would be funny to actually watch. Like I would love to watch that. Right, because we're back at 9:30. Let me get through the super so we can round up the show, and we will be back soon. Mika says, FFC signed Kevin. Who's FFC?
Fulham.
Chikwueze went to Fulham. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
I don't know why they bought Evil Saka, but Chelsea just continue to like do it.
That is an
I feel like
evil
we got to stop
Saki,
saying
man.
that, but he looks exactly like
No,
Saka.
he does. And with all due respect to the kid, because I don't want to be Liberty, the edge shape deserves the evil part, bro.
Oh
Like, it's
my
a mad
wow.
thing.
Oh,
mad
drift,
thing, bro.
man.
Biff, you can't
But
say
it
that.
is what it is, man. It is what it is.
That's bro. That's
Mika
bad.
says Allison is the world's best, but Donnarumma is definitely top 3. Mika, I don't think he's
I
top
don't
3.
think
But
so. You
fair
know,
enough.
No, I don't agree.
I don't
He's
think
not
that
top
at all.
3. Glasner to finish 12th and lose 40 mil. Waste, man. I bet he don't. I bet Ram is right. I bet you any money within the next month, Man United get rid of Amarim and Glasner goes Man U, and Glasner laughs in Crystal Palace's face, and Crystal Palace are like, "Raw, we actually made a decision based on Man who's deserted us." What?
Facts.
That is exactly what's going to happen. The only reason why I'm laughing at Man United fans is even though Glasner is a way better manager than Amarim, there are real issues with the formation, and Glasner plays 5 at the back as well. So good luck with that. The red guy says Palace are straight up trying to ruin our season. They are not Crystal Palace anymore. They are Wanker Palace. They now deserve European demotion. That's what I said. I'm
Man
glad
say
they
he wants to be like he's with Marinakis, you know, just send him out of Europe.
yeah, bro, Brago, bro. Now I'm glad they got put in that dead competition, and I don't want them to win it anymore either. Fuck Crystal Palace. Javi says we are one injury short of a centre back crisis. We left it too late. I definitely think we did leave it too late. We should have got Gahey done ages ago. Igor was looked as a backup for the Gahey replacement. And apparently he actually told him you ain't getting much game time, and that was another thing that made him want to go West Ham, because that's what the people were saying. If that's true, then that means that he actually sabotaged the signing, and then he sabotaged the sale.
Yeah.
You're letting this man actually be your team, then.
Glasner, man.
Is that what winning an FA
Not even
Cup
that Steve
does?
Parish, man. Like
you win an FA Cup and then Steve Parish actually becomes your bitch.
The one thing that people say about Steve Parish, especially those people that used to own Crystal, I think Simon Jordan said it. One question he's had is whether he has a backbone.
Oh, is it? Is that what the okay? Well, there you go. We found out today. Big up Fonzie. He says, well, I hope Sobo enjoys being our 5th choice.
Let's take the utility player to that next level, you know, bro.
Soberslide centre back will be insane.
You know what? I'm going to tell you that right here, right now. I believe the kid could do a job if necessary.
I agree.
What we say, sweeper settings drift.
Bro, I believe
you lot
could do a job at centre back.
Centre back.
If he needs to, he could do it, man. Don't question Sebastian.
I am now convinced that there's only 2 positions on the whole field that Soboslai isn't good at, and that is striker and number 10.
Oh,
everywhere else, I reckon he could do a job now.
But he could do he can do number 10 and striker better than centre back.
Yeah, well, Drifty.
No,
come on, what are we doing here?
I'm not convinced.
Drift, take off them shades, bro. You're going mad.
I'm not convinced.
You're going mad.
I'm not convinced.
Look,
I'm not convinced. He looks so good at right back. I'm convinced he can be a centre back.
What we're doing from Hungarian Gerrard to Hungarian Lahm to Hungarian Beckenbauer now. Bloody
yeah.
Man,
And you know what we'll
Rolls-Royce
finish on?
centre-back,
We'll finish on Hungarian Luis Enrique. Because everyone knows Football Manager, he played every position but goalkeeper.
Yeah. Enrique, one of the
Yeah.
coldest players.
Every
Fact. Football
position
Manager.
but goalkeeper. Do you know what I'm saying?
Fact.
Mac, big up Mac. Says Kante.
No, don't say that.
Come on, man. Kanate will get injured. Damn Palace, bro. Let's not put that in the atmosphere.
This is what I'm
bro.
saying, bro.
Nah, don't even
think like that.
Thanks for
bro.
the super chat, but don't even read that one.
Let's not put it in the atmosphere, G. Omar says Igor wasn't promised game time. Hence why he's gone. Yeah, no, it's real. Glasner, middle finger. Mantis, I'm not gonna lie, gents, crazy window. But the way the opposition has been putting tackles on Verge, I am worried. Seems there's an agenda, or am I overthinking it? No, I said it the other day. We played 3 games and 2 people have made career-ending tackles on Virgil. What the fuck is going on? What is actually going on?
They're targeting him. They're basically saying without him, Liverpool are just like a way worse team. And it is true. But to target him, yeah, I do think that's something that should be looked at. There's no coincidence that every single game we've played, someone has tried to clatter Virgil. That's leave a little one on him. Even yesterday, against Arsenal.
Did Arsenal do that yesterday?
They were trying to like stamp and like it was so many times.
Yeah.
Back of his heel.
Yeah.
Every game he's had a dirty tackle on him. I mean, none of them are worse than the Gordon one. But every game someone's done a dirty tackle and we've gone and we've all held our breath and be like, Virgil's down. Every game, all 3 games, we've had that moment so far. We're like, shit, Virgil's down. And then, you know, he needs a minute to get himself together. And when he collapsed back down to the floor in the Newcastle game, I was so worried. Because you know when he got up because of the adrenaline, but then he went back down again. I was like, oh shit.
Worried, didn't it? Facts.
Yeah, bro.
No, when I saw the stud mark, I was like, yo.
It looked like he'd been attacked by a raccoon, bro.
Bro, it looked like he got attacked by Wolverine, bro.
Yeah, bro.
Yeah, bro. It was crazy. Crazy. So, Mantis, you're not overthinking that one, bro. Big up Shotgun says LFC were and are prepared to get him for free next summer. Look, I'll be over the moon when he becomes a Liverpool player, whenever it is. But I want to win the league this season. I don't know about you, lot. I don't want to wait till next year to get Gahey. I want to win the year. I want to win the league this season.
I win the league this season, man. I just want him to be part of it.
Yeah, man.
Well, I just want to make sure we win it by there being no gaps in the squad. You know what I mean?
Oh, we winning it, Drift. That man got Arteta, bro. He ain't no
I hear you, bro. I hear you. I'm gonna wait a little bit longer before I'm gonna get cocky about it. But
Jeff,
I hear you.
Nah, Drift.
Games, bro.
Drift, you know my energy on Arsenal. I've had this energy for what? 4 years straight.
Yeah,
I've called it.
I don't know if you. You might hate Arsenal more than me, bro.
I do, bro.
You might.
I do, bro.
I don't know if that's possible, but I think you might actually hate them more than me. It's real.
When you see somebody so consistent, right, on the mindset of that manager, how he approaches games that you should win, but you go into it with a weak mentality, tells me all I need to know about you as a manager. Players are damn good, but with him leading that squad, they're never going to win anything. Never going to win anything. Bro, if you take Arteta's brain and put it in a fish, it would drown.
Oh my days. Oh my days. Oh, fucking hell. Let me get through these people. Glasner goes to United's next international break. Yeah, I don't even wish Glasner luck anymore. Shawnee says generational window drift. Still moaning shot. Clearly you didn't listen to what I was saying then, Shawnee, but that's on you, G. Troy says Crystal Palace in the summer of 2026. No Glasner, no Gahey, and no money. Crystal Palace lose everything in the end from this one decision. Very true. It's not like Gahey's got 3 years left in his deal. For real, it actually is. He walks away for free next year. So for real, Troy, that is a perfect super chat from Troy there.
I will say though, it is a very worrying possibility if you're a Palace fan. No Glasner, no Gahey, and you ain't got no money.
No money to replace him.
And you don't get Europe.
Yeah.
How will you start again?
Yeah, that is a bit worrying for them for real.
Go in the championship, bro. A lot of people forget that's where they got some of these players from.
It is. It's they got them all from there, innit? Eze
Yeah.
and Elise from the
Yep.
championship. Yeah. Where did Gay? No, Gay came from
Chelsea.
Yeah, from Chelsea. Yeah. Max says Palace done Gay bad. He's got to be pissed. And I'm not gonna make that noise though, because I'm angry. I'm not trying to laugh at the moment.
Oh, you're talking about that camel again?
Yeah, I'm not trying to. I don't want to laugh anymore.
Someone needs to redo that and put Glasner's face on that camel, bro.
Yeah, AI, I'm on it. I'm on it, bro. I'll get that.
Don't talk to me about that blasting.
Troy says, remember when he ignored Glasner after they went through their last qualifier in the week? That's about to be a horrible.
There was already tension.
I remember that, you know. There was already tense. You can tell.
The Chelsea game. They didn't even just walk past him.
Yep.
Yeah. Glasner is a poop head. Would be first to dip for a top 6 job. Yeah, that's what we've just been talking about, Cyber. Zizi says, Gay, he should have forced it. Disappointed. Because LFC better go to Crystal Palace next centre-back target and Gay in January. But just to spite him.
Man doing a
Big up Eric says, guys, as a Liverpool, we should know that other clubs also want to win. They are not just there to feed us. Glasner wants to win, and there's nothing wrong with wanting to keep players. I understand logically what you're saying, bro, but the way Glasner's moved has been to throw his toes out the pram like a baby. And that isn't adult behavior in a respectful sense. If you said, "Rah, sell him and I'm quitting," you're really doing the toys out the pram. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's what he's done, apparently, to Alex Crook.
That's basically like you're about to leave the house to go and get your boy, and your girl's like, if you leave, I won't be here when you get back. Do you know what I mean? Like, don't no one give me an ultimatum. I'll be honest with you. I'm a nice person, but ain't no one in life ever given me a fucking ultimatum where I've got to make a decision on some threat. Fuck that. You know what I mean?
That's
Rick
exactly
Parrish
what's
just
happening.
let the manager threaten him straight up. Eagle Eye Football. How do you actually pronounce his name this year?
I'd call it Camvo.
Camvo, I think.
Camvo. That's Rich. Big up Rich from Eagle Eye Football.
Yeah. Big up Rich. Camvo is for squad depth, not Gehi replacement. Pino is potentially Kristanos Uche in for Eze.
Yeah, Kristantis Uche in for Eze.
Is that a player?
Yeah, Uche, he plays for, I think he plays in La Liga. I can't remember. I think Villarreal maybe.
I've never heard of him still.
I think.
Oh, so they're going to get 2 players to replace Eze. So they've got Pino and then they're going to try and get this.
Getafe, sorry. That's the right. It was Getafe, not Villarreal.
We couldn't get Gehi replacement, so we couldn't sell. Rich, I know from your point of view, you're going to be happy that he stayed because you want your best players around. I get that. But I'll be honest with you, though, bro. Gehi's probably told Palace he wants to leave for ages. Palace should have done better at getting the replacement because this is just a very toxic situation now.
I think Palace told him he can go.
That's what he did in medical.
No, but what I'm saying is,
but that's why it was
Crystal Palace should have also if Canvo isn't seen as a replacement, then that means that if he had a gun, they've screwed themselves over. Like they should have made that. You know what I mean? They should have actually made sure they had whoever was going to be the actual replacement done from a week or 2 ago, knowing that Gehi was leaving or they're going to let him leave. So it is a little bit weird from Palace in that regard as well. But big up Rich anyway, G. Troy says, flirty wife tells husband to get rid of his friends or she'll leave. He does. No more friends. She cheats. Leaves him anyway right after. That's Crystal Palace in 2026. That is an absolutely perfect analogy.
Perfect analogy.
That is an absolutely, if I don't say so myself, that's one of the best analogies on Kopish we've ever had. That is an absolutely perfect scenario for what this is. Big up, Troy. I like that.
Look at this, guys. Just quickly, look at this. Look at the top.
God. Wow.
Brother.
Shit. They actually did their leaving video.
Brother, is crazy. Mad, isn't it?
Do you know what? this is the only thing that could have been better to add on. Big up, you're right. Not only did she cheat, she got pregnant.
That is crazy.
Because remember, if Glasner goes to another Premier League team, that's like him going to the enemy, right? Because obviously Crystal Palace have to watch him week in, week out, manage one of the other clubs. So it's true. It actually be like she got pregnant. Mad. Oh shit, I got rid of that super chat. I didn't. Does anyone remember what that super chat said? Because I unstarted by accident. Does anyone remember? The one I just had up like 2 seconds ago.
Fudge.
I just see patience.
A bit harsh, Bayesian, man. I'm just saying, bro.
No, I'm gonna go back through after to try and find it again. Apologies. Man, it says, guys, we will get him in Jan. Let it all work out. Let it all. All right, the videos going around with the free kick with that music was amazing.
I know, it's quality, bro.
Big up Sedad. Says this is what happens when you do it the right way. You're right, bro. Absolutely.
Can I just say quickly as a man, right? I fully respect what Gahey did. I have nothing but respect for what he did as a man.
Me too.
I can't complain, because if I was to put myself in the shoes, if I was lucky enough to play for a Premier League team and wanted to move to Liverpool, I would ideally, in an ideal situation, I'll do exactly what he's done. Honor the club that I played for, that gave me the footing that I am, that made me the player that I am. And then everything that he's done, like, I'll give my heart, soul, and everything for the badge, and then leave a hero. I
don't think there's anything wrong with what he done. I think what he done was the best way to do things. But what the people are saying, which is true, is, but look, this is what happens when you do things the right way. The club fuck you over. That's what people are saying. Like, it's basically the club will always try and demonize the player for acting a certain way, when the club inevitably is always the one who dictates and becomes the actual bad person in the scenario. It's just because we support the club more than we support the player, we'll always end up back in the club. Do you get what I mean? Because nobody in the Newcastle fan base wants to be annoyed with their own club for the way they treated Isak, because they support the club. But if they really thought about it, they should be like, nah, the club did Isak dirty. But they love the club, so they're never going to do that. So they have to villainize Isak. Do you get what I mean? That's how it works. So I agree with you, Ram. He never done anything wrong. And that's probably how I would have acted as well. I'm an honourable person with loyalty. I would have probably done exactly what Gahey did. But look what happens. The club screwed him in the end, though. Do you know what I mean? So big up Nicholas, who says, we will be back in for Gahey. Don't worry. Screw Glasner.
100% we will.
Gutted. We need luck at the back now. Big up, says Cammergrave. Cammergrave? Yeah, Cammergravey. No, Cammergrave, you'll never walk alone.
Yeah.
Rayan says Oliver Glasner is Carven.
Whoa.
Wait. Don't read that. I wouldn't even read that.
Yeah, I don't even know what that is, but that sounds rude. Whatever that is, it sounds rude. Somebody Google and find out what that is.
He stopped Guehi, basically.
Oh no, do you know what is? I think he meant caravan.
Oh,
caravan, utilizing nomadic traveler. Is that what he was saying?
What is the other?
Basically saying he ain't got no loyalty. He just moves around. He just drives a caravan.
I get the premise. I get the premise now.
Okay. Oh, see you next Tuesday.
Yeah. Okay. Rob.
Okay.
Or see you next Thursday or Tuesday.
See you next Tuesday. I hear it. See you next Tuesday.
I'm not gonna lie to you lot. I originally was thinking, I hope this isn't some racism towards Irish travelers. So I was like, there's no. I need to know what this is, because I ain't down for that. But okay,
but that's why I'm saying, just to be sure, don't read that.
Yeah. I weren't in none of that, bro. But no, big up. See you next Tuesday. I get it, bro. Just say see you next Tuesday, bro. Just say see you next Tuesday. Yeah. Man had me all paranoid and shit. Vincent Viewpoint says 4D chess by that idiot. Glasner, respect it though. Well, you got to respect the gangster, yeah. But I'm just gonna call him a idiot. But Vince, if you want to respect it, I don't get me wrong. I actually think what he did is like bossed up, but at the same time, it's not because you're being a baby throwing your toys out the pram. But anyway, Gahey in January then says Ty, who also says, see what happens when players do it the right way. Matt says update. I'm getting my divorce papers thanks to the camel clip. Oh yeah, because remember Mac was the one who said that his wife burst in the room yesterday.
Yeah. Yes.
Apologies,
he says he got the divorce papers today.
That's crazy.
You know what? Tell wifey to watch the show and we'll apologize on your behalf, bro. Like it's our bad. It weren't that.
Oh, was it about the camel?
Yeah. I see Ali. No need to spam.
Basically, but you know the noise is so like disturbing. She must have thought, what the hell are you watching?
And then Jamie wasn't helping either.
Bro, yeah, Jamie, bro. Big up Jamie. Jamie was going mad.
Yo. I'm so glad I wasn't there.
Big up Nicholas, who says, if Gahey goes to another Prem club, I will effing lose it. I'm telling you, that's my worry. If anyone else tries to get involved now in January, I'm going to go mad.
Wait, Drift, we're seeing how Gahey operated with Palace. I don't think he'd do that. I think because he's given his word to Liverpool, he wants to sign an agreement's already in place with the club, verbally, player and club. I don't think he goes back on his word now, because then he'd look real foolish.
I agree with that. I think he's Liverpool. He's just Liverpool now. Like, yeah,
maybe. But you never know. This might be his villain arc. Like, you know what I'm saying? He might be a changed man.
No, you never know, though. It's true. But I doubt it, though. I doubt
it, too.
You know, there's always the straw that breaks the camel's back, which is the ironic pun. Like, you know what I'm saying, bro? It might be his villain arc, bro. You know what I mean? You know, you see that one kid at school, and he's been on the edge, and then like he goes to the bathroom and like, I don't know, someone splashes water in his face and laughs as they walk out, and he's like, you just see him looking at himself in the mirror, and it's like, yeah, life's about to. I ain't taking this shit no more.
I think I've seen that movie far too many times, bro.
And then the villain arc is just unlocked, bro.
Man, just on some mad thing.
When Gahey gets home and his wife's like, so I packed my bags for nothing. I thought we're going to Liverpool. That might just be, he might just go in the bathroom, look in the mirror and be like, oh, this is it, bro. No more Mr. Nice Guy, man. But this, bro. You know what I'm saying, bro? You never know, bro.
He's a man of faith, though. So I doubt he's a man of faith, though. He's a man
I
of
hope so.
He's a big.
Omar says, if Igor was primary, then why did it collapse 4 games time? What, Igor the player that they were trying to sign?
Igor the player. So I guess he means like, how comes? What then? Why did it collapse 4 games time? 4 games.
Yeah, I'm not. I don't know what you mean about the 4 games time, bro.
Yeah.
Oh, why did it collapse? He just forgot to put a full stop. 4 game time. That's when we played Crystal Palace. I think we played him in September. So are they 4 games away? I'm guessing that's what he means.
Yeah, I think they are. Yeah. We got Palace.
I was just looking at it again. I think that's what he means. Yeah. 4. He just forgot to put a full stop after collapse. So is Igor primary? Then why did it collapse? 4 game time. So yeah, we're gonna batter those pussies in 4 games.
Yeah.
Everyone thinks it works differently in football, but it's all just bosses versus workers. Fuck doing the right thing. Throw a fit like Isak. And Hilda says, let's not allow this minor setback to distract us from the fact that we beat Arsenal yesterday and we get in our number 9. I hear it. That is very true. Like I said, I agree. Just give me 24 hours, boys. I'll be all right tomorrow. Just let me, like, the Gahey news just literally broke while we were streaming. Do you know what I mean? Like, just let me be angry now. I'll be all right tomorrow. I'll be all right. I might even be all right later on. Do you know what I mean? I might even be all right later on. But this Gahey news literally just happened right here. And I'm not going to lie. I'm not ashamed to say it rattled me. It actually rattled me. Big up Troy with the last super before we head out. Says, I don't know. What if Ibu signs a 5-year extension soon and VVD is still looking like the best centre-back? Gahey may not be seen as a short-term... Gahey might not see a short-term future with us by January. That's another good point. Troy's dropped a lot of gems today, you know.
I mean, It's possible, but I don't know. It's hard to say, really.
Matt, you got to.
Is it still there?
guys?
It's still available.
The people are asking if we can just stay live until 9 because apparently Liverpool is going to be it's going to be our number 9 at 9, ain't it?
Yeah.
Where's it?
We'll stay around.
We'll wait there. We'll wait for the announcement. If there's,
Yeah.
it better be 9 though. I don't.
Yeah.
But it's either going to be
we're
9
back
or it's
at
going to be
9:30
tomorrow.
for the
innit?
Monday night show. So we you know what I mean. We need to.
Yeah. We'll just quickly. Obviously, we'll look at it and then obviously we'll leave and then we'll come back again anyway. So we'll just kind of see.
Yeah. We'll be back at 9:30 for the Monday night show.
We'll be back at 9:30. So it's calm.
Big up Jordan who says Gay actually lives at home with his parents and his
How can I
sister.
send that to you,
I
man?
know blood is sick. He's not getting out of that house. Does he really? Because if he does, then that's just out of a great family unit, which I love the sound of. Because when you're a millionaire, you only live at home because you want to. You know what I mean? I think a lot of people have forgotten that, especially within ethnic families back in the day. It was a prideful thing to stay at home and a family unit thing, and people like doing it. It's this new generation that are quick to run off so they can beat their girl or their boyfriend and have free. What's freedom? We all know what it is, man. People only want to leave home so they can beat. Let's be 100% honest. What other reason does anyone ever want to leave home for?
And take on bills and responsibility.
Yeah, get some responsibility.
Yeah,
man.
because everyone's clamoring for those. Saying like, let me spend all my money keeping these lights on. You know what I'm saying? Nah, man. People leave home because they want to beat. That's it, man. Big up, man. So if he still lives at home, he's a G, bro. DCC says time to outscore everyone until January. Big up from LA. Big up yourself, DC.
2018.
I don't know if it's going to happen, you know, because you know, is there like have Liverpool got a pinned tweet right now? I don't even know.
Big up yourself, Sailor. No, really,
Right. They haven't got a pinned tweet, to be fair. Liverpool haven't got a pinned tweet, so maybe he's at 9.
Where would they be
I will
doing
say
it?
this, and this may sound like copium, guys, but I am excited to see what Leone's about.
No, of course.
me
I think we all are, bro.
Me too, man. Me too.
Of course.
Matt, did you see the picture that they had that Liverpool put up with him in the gym?
Bro, look like the Italian Superman, innit? Bro, man look like 7'6" or something, bro.
Bro, I heard people keep saying he's 6'5". I heard he's closer to 6'6", huh?
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Well, I can't believe
I've heard that as well.
He made Ali look short.
He did.
And Ali's 6'3".
6'5". Nah, Ali's 6'5".
Ali,
He's
bro.
6'5". I thought he's 6'4".
Ali's
No, Ali's
6'5".
not 6'5". No way.
Nah.
I'm sure we
Really
did. I'm
He's
sure
not.
we actually
Alison's
did
either
research on the
6'3"
show.
or 6'4". I think he's either 6'3". He's no way 6'5".
Nah,
Because Virgil's
I think-
6'5".
Mama Dash Villi is 6'6". I think.
Yeah, that's Billy 6'6". Virgil's 6'5". Konate's 6'4".
5.
No, Konate's 6'4".
Is he?
Hold on,
Yeah.
someone just do the research while I read out this super. So big
Yeah,
up Ray.
so look, they're saying
Gahey
Ali's
is a-
6.
Hold on, Gahey is a big blow. We needed a centre back more than we needed a number 9. Ray, I think we needed both the same as each other. I actually think we needed a 9.
I
and a
check
centre
in
back
myself.
with each other.
Guys, I don't know if there's going to be an announcement video.
I don't know if it'll be accurate though, because it said that Sepp Vandenberg was 6'2", but when in fact
guys,
he's
it's not
6'5".
happening tonight, bro.
Ali's 6'4".
He's 6'4".
He's 6'4".
6'4". 193 meters. 1.93 meters.
Okay. And yeah, because Virgil's 6'5", right?
Yeah, Virgil's 1.95 meters.
Okay. Yeah, there's no announcement video tonight, guys.
Yeah, Leone's 6'6", bruv.
190. He's 190.
Guys, I don't know how
Definitely
much
not.
purely football can be trusted in terms of their sources, but they've tweeted Mark Gahey has been appalled for the way that he went about his side of the business speculation and how it's all blown up in his face by Oliver Glasner's final hour behavior. He is not happy with Glasner, you know.
Can you blame
I
him?
wouldn't be
It
either.
was Glasner.
Yeah, he is
Yeah,
not. If
he
that
starts
if
getting out
the
tomorrow,
sources are to be believed, he's not happy.
Oof. Imran, bruv.
Wow. Yo.
That is
God
crazy.
damn.
You pulled it out for real?
That is crazy.
I ain't reading it out. I'm not reading it out, but it's
no,
honor of him, man.
Bro, if you got under the super chat, bro, man's page, you gotta say something.
Oh man, yo.
That is wild, bro. That is absolutely wild.
Imran Khan.
Big up Imran, though, man.
Big up
Imran trying to
Imran.
take H's
that
title
would
as the
hurt, though,
craziest
still.
mofo.
Bro.
Ray says, first convo after the break. Glasner. Morning, Gehi. Hold on. Talk to me and make a box now fit pussy. I think that's what he said, right?
That is
Yeah, but your teeth pussy.
Oh man, big up Ray. Testing my patois there. But yeah, the announcement, guys, it's 2 minutes past 9 and Liverpool haven't said nothing.
I'm
It's
on
not happening.
LFC TV right now.
Could it be 10? Is 10 too late? Have they done it before at 10?
No, but I think people were you guys speculating that it might be at 9, or was there rumors going around it was actually going to be at 9?
I haven't seen anything still.
I haven't seen nothing. No one said there's no. I don't know.
I haven't seen nothing on X either. From Liverpool, nothing.
Tomorrow morning, then maybe.
I think it'll be tomorrow. They probably got to edit and all type of stuff. I don't know if they're going to do something tonight.
Yeah. For real.
You know they're going to come good when they bring out that video and stuff, man. They're going to bring that out properly.
I think the video it'll be tomorrow. It'll be tomorrow, in my opinion. Tomorrow.
Yeah, maybe. All right, we're gonna leave it there then, people, because we'll be back in half an hour. I just seen a quote from Arteta though from his post-match that he said Liverpool didn't create any situations of danger.
Is that why we got to put the ball in the back of the net first?
But
We put the ball in the back of the net twice. He must be forgetting that we actually scored in open play as well.
Just chats, bro.
Who said that?
Arteta.
Now you see what my comment was absolutely correct, right?
No, we know this already, bro. We know this. We
All right.
know this. Johnny says, nice guys finish last. Players will take the Isak route. I do want everybody to know that people are supposed to be nice guys in real life, yeah? Like, I don't want everyone to take away from this, like, don't be a nice person or whatever. But at the same time, people pleasers usually finish last. So do your best to think about yourself as well. Don't always just put everybody above you.
Facts.
That is true. Unless it's family.
I did that one.
Unless it's mum and dad.
Star Dazin says, Drift, Gehi hasn't been happy with Glasner for weeks. He even snubbed him after the game. There's a video of Glasner. Do you know what? People said that before, Star Dazin. Big up. Yeah, like, Matt, I think you said you've seen it, right? The video of him, like, being really, like, shady towards
Glasner was trying to speak to him and Guehi wasn't even acknowledging him. Like, Guehi doesn't, like, you can tell, like, there's a rift. And I think it's because Guehi's probably told them I want to go. And Glasner's like, I need you here.
Yeah. You know what's crazy, though? And legally, and MM said it in the chat, Guehi could actually terminate his contract, you know, and give them back money and walk away and be a free transfer. If he really wanted to be bad about it.
Oh, well, he'd basically have to pay them his wages, wouldn't he?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. And walk away from and end the contract, terminate it right there and then.
And then do you want to know what's so crazy and like mad? Liverpool could then give him a signing on bonus that's the equivalent to whatever
to cover the cost
to get himself out of the thing and cover the cost.
Yeah.
Listen, if he was that pissed off, I just don't think he's even got that kind of.
Nah, he's not like.
He's not that type of character.
That's something that I think Isak would do if he was in the same contractual situation, though. I reckon if Isak had a year left, he'd be like, "Bun Newcastle, like bun him. I'll terminate my own contract." You know what?
I'd do it. If I was in Guehi's position, I'd do it. I'd be like, yeah, you guys know, take me for a ride. Nah, no chance.
Yeah.
For real.
Yeah, interesting, man. Interesting. But people, we're going to leave it there. We will be back in 25 minutes. Jay the activist says, Arteta's brain would make a bird fly backwards.
How's it backwards?
What are you saying? Man would turn everybody into a What's that bird from the Caribbean, Beige? The only hummingbird, the only bird that flies backwards, the hummingbird.
The hummingbird, yeah.
Yeah, the only bird. So it turned every species into a hummingbird.
Bruv.
Oh,
Yeah.
Someone said wait 3 minutes. Why did something come
Man,
up?
these ninjas just want us to hang
Nah,
around,
they
man.
just want us to
Man
hang
needs
about.
go
Bruv,
get
we'll be
something to
back in
eat
20
before
minutes,
we're
man.
back, people, man.
Back in 20 minutes, man.
Yeah, no,
We
we're
ain't
back
gonna
in
miss
20, guys.
nothing.
If anything happens between now and 20, like, come on, guys, we're gonna be back in literally 25 minutes.
Exactly.
Man.
We'll be back, man.
We'll
Give
be
us
back
20,
in
bro.
25 minutes, man. But no, we still got 2,400 in the building, man. Big up everyone, man. It's been
Big
love.
up everyone,
Hope you
man.
guys have smashed that like button. And because you lot are such a lovely fan base, we're gonna leave you with the one video I don't want to watch, but everybody's been begging.
Well, then why are you playing it, bro?
We will, because I'm a man of the people, all right? I'm a man of the people.
Matt, make sure you send that to me.
People, we will catch you in 25 minutes. See you then. Ram, Barnes, big up yourselves, brothers.
Yeah.
We will catch you guys in a bit. Peace.
خلاص خلاص كل شيء
You know the bit of the video that gets me is the bit where you think he's calmed down and then he gives one last yell. That's the bit that gets me every single. I keep it together until that bit, and then that's the bit when I always get it right at the end.
That is like, what have I done? What have I done?
People, we'll see you in a bit. Peace. We're out.
خلاص 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 خلاص